Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
Yeah, baby! Welcome into the Woodward Sports Network. It is Woodward Nights with the one, the only Booner and Broder. You guys saw
the two and only.
The two and only, yeah. One and only duo is what I'm talking about, baby.
Dynamic.
And welcome in Lions, baby! Pistons, baby! Red Wings, baby! We won't go Tigers yet because they're for a little while
Hey!
here.
Go Tigers!
Well, it's not the Tigers season. All three sports are going. You know what's crazy, though, is some of these days, we're getting all four major sports in days. That's sports, baby.
Next year, we're going to have all four playing in October.
Yeah, we
Book
will.
it.
Instead of saying football, we're going sports.
I love sports ball.
Sports ball. And welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We're going to have a good Friday night here. This is our Lions pregame show. We do not have a show on Monday. Woodward Nights is not going on Monday because of the pregame shows, which I will be on. But tell a friend about the show tonight. Tune in. We're going Lions today. Basically, almost everything Lions because they play Monday.
It's our pregame.
This is the Woodward Nights Lions pregame show.
It's nothing like doing a pregame show on a Friday night. Hope maybe you guys are pregaming too. Have a little nightcap. Maybe you're going out to a Halloween party.
A lot of
Nick, are you going to a Halloween party?
Big facts here. Let's go. Happy weekend eve, boys. We're going to get you guys kicked off right. We got Lions picks for you. It's going to be a great show. And hell yeah, I'm going to a Halloween party. Let's go.
I want some suggestions in the chat. Whoever's in here already.
Police.
I have a couple days until Halloween still. If you guys can throw in there some ideas for me to be on Tuesday. Originally, and then still in the air, I may show up as Waterboy. But
Bobby Boucher?
Yeah, but from what I've been told, that's like a just an original because I've done it. Like I have the jersey.
Whatever. That's always a good. It's always a good one.
If there's some good ideas, throw them in there.
Have you ever eaten snake?
No, I have not.
Hey,
I've had
what about gator?
You know what? I've had like gator jerky.
Yeah, the gator's
I've had
good
that.
down in Louisiana.
No, I like that. John F. Lord, let's just start this off real quick, get this out of the way. Booner, what is your response to Hollywood? I had an hour-long phone call with Hollywood today and Lucas on the phone about this. We are next Saturday. We're going to go play basketball. 2 Saturdays. And 2 Saturdays. We're going to go play basketball. I've already scheduled, and if you guys a lot of you guys have seen my highlights tape. I haven't played basketball in 6 years. But you guys saw my highlights and what I can do. So what I've done is we scheduled a Saturday already, and it's going to be a lot of the boys, Broder. We'll get you kind of informed on this too. Because I just remembered about all this. It was a phone call of me screaming in the phone for a little bit. But 2 Saturdays, we're doing it. We're going to play some Woodward Sports 5-on-5, Broder. It's me and you. We're going to have a couple other players on our team. We're going to do a little 2-on-2 and a 3-point contest. Me versus Jeff Iafrady 3-point contest.
Why just you two in the three?
Because
why would you not put the best
original
shooters in the 3-point shooting contest?
Well, the original thing was months ago when this all started happening. I told Jeff, obviously, now I'm fat, I'm out of shape, but I will beat you in a 3-point contest. So I still wanted to get that.
Okay, and we're just not allowed. Like,
Other people can.
You're going to have Larry Bird not even in it.
Other people can, but I want to defeat Jeff to show him who's the better shooter. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, whoever wants second or third place, like however you guys fall in the rankings. Yeah, absolutely.
And on top of that, Broder, as soon as I got off the phone with him, I made a couple other phone calls. I have a gym for after Woodward Nights that I will be going to train in every single day next week for the next 2 weeks until that Saturday comes up. Already locked in. I've got the keys to a gym in Oakland County, and I will be locked in.
That's what I love to hear, Booner. And did you hear Spenny for our 5-on-5 game?
He is on our team?
No, he recruited or drafted Lindsey Hunter.
Okay, for our team.
Yeah.
Because Spenny is on our team, confirmed.
Yeah.
It's me, you, Brady, Spenny, and we got Lindsey Hunter. Oh, you guys are shaking in your boots. Who you have?
You're going to the level of picking up an NBA player, a former NBA player.
What? Hey, Spenny, all right, so now here comes the excuses.
We already gave you the advantage, the fact that you guys have Spenny and Griffin down low, not to mention with Broder. We already let you have
all
that
right, if we
advantage.
get Lindsey Hunter, you get Griffin. Done. Deal.
Yeah, that's a fair trade.
Fair
trade.
All right.
Like Blake Griffin.
We went over that. Now you guys know in the next couple of weeks we're going to settle this all. There will probably be a video within the next month or so once it gets edited and everything's out for that.
I want it.
I'm excited for that though.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
gonna be
wait.
blessed.
And I'm gonna get in the gym a little bit. I haven't been in the gym in years.
I haven't shot a basketball in many a years.
It's just like tying your shoe or riding a bike.
Yeah,
Once I get about a couple hundred shots in or a couple nights in, by night 3, night 4 of in the gym, I'm gonna be right back to Booner from high school that you guys saw in that mixtape.
You remember Peja Stojankovic?
Oh yes, bucket.
Yep.
The Kings. That we talked about that Kings team the other night. Want to throw this out there real quick. Actually, let's go through the rundown, and then we're going to go through some trending topics that happened today because there was a big one with CJ Gardner-Johnson. But real quick, 8:15, we're going to talk a couple of the injuries. I have a couple questions for you since this is our last day before the game. Questions for you, Broder, with a few guys. Within that topic as well, I have a couple Ben Johnson clips from his press conference today. I have an Aaron Glenn one as well that I just want to bring to the table here, talking about the Raiders and kind of going into this game kind of off of last game.
Yeah, maybe set the table.
8:30, we're going to break down the game a little bit.
Break it.
Lions offense, Raiders defense, flip-flop that. We're going to talk a little bit. Jimmy G's back. Our biggest keys to victory.
We're going to break it down kind of like Gordon Hayward's leg.
Oh, my gosh, dude. You can't do that.
What? It broke like in half the other year. Let's
dude,
go.
You can't do that.
Come on, show me the screen.
Oh, Broder. All right.
Oh, Theismann, Monday Night Football, Joe Thott. You want to talk about that one? Okay.
No, come on. 8:45.
Kevin Ware.
We are going to go over the key players to the game for this Raiders game. We're going to talk. Broder and I are going to have brought 1 to 2 players on offense and defense. You guys see how I said 2 there because when I always say 1 and I bring an extra guy, they come at me for that. So we're going to go 1 to 2 players on both sides of the ball. 9 o'clock. We have some GMs in the house. Brad Holmes might be in studio today. Mm-hmm. Can't confirm nor deny that, but we're going to be talking some trade deadline stuff. We're going to have a couple people on the phone. You hear that? Brad Holmes is making phone calls.
Yes.
So we're doing that at 9 o'clock. That was a great sound drop there.
See, the man's trustworthy.
9:15, we're going around the NFL, baby. Let's do that. We have records. Last week, we were all pretty bad, to be honest.
Well,
besides Broder.
Thank you.
But we all were bad. 9:30, Detroit Lions. Let's talk. We're going to talk about it. If they lose somehow, some way, if there's a loss, let's kind of just foreshadow a little bit. Let's be on that. I like that's like a Booner question. That was like a Booner phrase question. Want to look at the other side of the pond there. So, and then 9:40 and 9:50, kind of get into some mailbag. Maybe we'll take a couple calls at the end of the show. We'll give our score predictions as well at 9:40 and any big game predictions that we have. Bro, I'll let you hit this one off, though. CJ Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah, I saw on Twitter out of nowhere, he starts talking about he's going to change his name. It's officially, if you could put the graphic up, Lucas, that'd be great. CJ Gardner-Johnson has officially changed his name to CD Deuce. Court documents on the way. Pray 100. Dude, you know what the back of his jersey is going to say? It's going to have Deuce and it's going to have 2. And it's going to be fire. It's like Meta World Peace, cool. But yeah.
Is he really going to have the number 2?
He was number 2 with the Lions. I mean, if he returns,
like it's literally like his nameplate is going to say Deuce with the number 2 next to it.
Double Deuce, baby.
That'd be kind of, I don't know. I kind of would like. I like that Deuce. I like it.
What are other than Meta World Peace? Chad Ocho. What are some of the others? That'd be a good actually like. Well, maybe there's not enough to do like a top 5, top 10, but like.
Yeah, I've only known 2 or 3.
Meta World Peace.
He's changed his a couple times.
Remember Bison Dele?
No.
Brian Williams?
Don't.
He was a former Piston back in the 90s when they had the teal unis, and he got like lost at sea.
Oh, what?
Yeah, swear.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember which direction it went. It might have went Bison Dele to I don't know. Let me know in the chat.
There is someone recently. Who was that? Does anyone know? There was someone recently in the NBA who changed their name. Booner. Who was that? It was like something like Meta World Peace. Mm-hmm. Oh, what's his name?
Ennis Cantor.
Ennis Freedom.
Yeah, one of those.
I think he changed his last name to Freedom.
I actually want to look into that story. Like he's from Turkey.
There was
right?
a lot of things. Remember, he couldn't.
They got death.
Yeah, he was having like real serious.
He wasn't allowed to go back into his country.
Yeah,
or he was like instantly going to be like taken into custody. Yeah, but he changed his name. That's great. But shout out CJ Gardner-Johnson. I won't change my name ever. My parents would be so mad if I did that.
They would.
I've mentioned it to them, changing my name to Booner, and they're like, no.
Look, you don't even have to change. You just call yourself Booner. That's basically your last
90% of the people in my life don't even know my real name. So even people who I've known for years,
keep it that way.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like when I tell people my real name, they're like, "Wait, your name's not Booner?"
What is it?
I'm not saying it. People already know.
Hey.
I'm sure everyone already knows. BNL, that's what it is. Booner never loses.
CJ Gardner-Johnson was also down in Allen Park. He was in town today, and apparently I was not down there today. I would be down there tomorrow. because they have practice on a Saturday with the Monday Night Football game. He was doing push-ups, or at least said he could do push-ups. So he's on the mend. He's on the way back. See you, Platty. You're the man. So C.J. Gardner-Johnson, there's no timetable. I can't report anything like that. But, hey, he's getting physical.
I mean, if he's back at Allen Park, that's kind of a good sign. That means they're checking him out a little bit. They're kind of getting a feel where he's at in his because I did find something out with NFL players, especially veterans, when they get injured and they're on IR, they're basically on their own.
Yeah.
They get recommendations, and if they want to stay with the team and work with the team people, they can. But from what I kind of heard about that with the Aaron Rodgers stuff was Aaron Rodgers went on Pat McAfee and spoke about that a little bit about, hey, when you're a veteran, you can go do whatever you want. When you're on IR, you go do take care of yourself and just get back when the timetable does it. So maybe that's good that he's back and he's kind of showing them, hey, I'm making progress. I might not almost be there, but let's break it down. What are we going into week 8 right now?
Yep.
So maybe 8 more weeks until he's really back in Allen Park, let's say.
If we could get him back for the play, if we could get back a game before the playoffs, get his game legs under him, that would be ideal.
Well, you could bring him back, take him off the IR, maybe week 15, 16, and whether he's playing or not, but you get that 21-day period, that little window there.
Desmond Howard day, yep.
Yeah, and just let him be with the team for 21 days, and then hey, when that's up, you're in, locked and loaded.
Shout out the chat. What up, chat? I see you, Dabber, E-Fog, Ornery U of M Dad, Joey 2 times, the key to wisdom, Motown Sports 89. We were born in the same year. Facts. You know what happened in 1990? I got to show you guys something. Bethany, this is a card. This is a ticket to the 1990 Monday Night Football game between the Los Angeles Raiders and the Detroit Lions.
Hold it up to the camera.
I'll hold it up.
This is actually insane that
there is a graphic I put in Slack.
I'll put it up.
A better picture.
Nuts.
But so this is a ticket from that game. There's only 4 in existence out there. And this was the only game in NFL history where there were 4 Heisman Trophy winners that played in the game. And all 4 of them scored a touchdown in the game as well. Barry Sanders, Bo Jackson, Marcus Allen, and Tim Brown.
How do you know there's only 4 out there?
Straight cooking,
4 out
Broder.
there. 4. Oh, so
because there's more than 4 people who went to the game.
See at the top of this picture in that red box, right at the top. Yeah. So this was graded by a company, PSA.
Okay.
And you can scan that barcode or go to their website and type in the certification number. And it shows you the entire population of cards that are graded like this.
Graded, okay.
Yeah, there might be random tickets out there in our drawers growing up. This one was graded, so this is a 9 out of 10.
Hype.
So yeah, there's no 10s in existence. There's only 4 9s.
It's probably worth $1 million.
It's not. But I think one day. I mean, maybe one day.
Maybe one day. The cool part about that, in the fact that you have it that's crazy. But the fact that on Monday the Detroit Lions play the Las Vegas Raiders on Monday Night Football, and that's what that game was. Was it in Detroit?
I believe it was in LA.
Okay.
They had a comeback. Barry Sanders had a huge game. Where's my note?
That's crazy to me.
25 carries, 176 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
Right?
What happens if you get Barry to sign it?
I'd have to crack it open.
You don't want to do that?
You can do that.
That would make it worth more money.
That's not a bad idea.
It would make it worth more, and we probably can get that we could probably make that happen.
Little fun fact: there are actually 5 Heisman winners on the rosters in the game. The year before, 1989, the Detroit Lions drafted Andre Ware. He was their backup quarterback, a rookie that never played in the game. But so technically there were 5. But 4 played, 4 scored touchdowns. That's crazy.
All right. Hey.
Let's go.
I love that. When we come back, we're going to go to break real quick.
Oh, was that the Silverdome, Warner? U of M Dad said. Sorry.
Oh, was that the Silverdome?
Yeah.
Okay.
Raiders won 38-31.
Shout out to the Silverdome. When we come back, though, we're gonna start getting into this Lions stuff here with the injury report to start off. Brad Holmes, or Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. I don't know why I said Brad Holmes, but those 2 guys, they both were at the podium today. They spoke. I got a couple clips for you guys that I thought were interesting, so we're going to go over that a little bit as well. And I've got some questions for Broder for the injury report. And I'm sure the questions that I have is the same questions that all of you guys have listening, kind of who's going to play, different guys that are injured, not practice today. We're going to go over all that for you guys. But tell us real quick about Les Stanford.
I can do that for you.
Lady James.
You want me to tell you about what happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and you offer more products to more people. That's exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC. They got the same great service that customers have come to know and trust. They're located on Woodward, just south of 9 Mile. They also have their flagship location in Dearborn. So check them out. Find the brand you want at lesstanford.com. Now, Booner, over to you.
Yes, baby. Let's go, Lady Jane's. Love it. Come to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience. Register to win a trip of your dreams and all expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That is right. No expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. You could take me if you want. I'll join in, especially if Michigan's in it. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It is wicked awesome.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. Whether you landscape for your job or landscape for fun, get all your equipment from Outdoor Equip Co., the official equipment provider of Woodward Sports. Michigan grown, family owned. OutdoorEquipCo.com.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Join Woodward Sports and Long Drink live Monday, October 30th at 5:15. It is the official Detroit Lions VIP tailgate party presented by Bullseye Event Group and Woodward Sports. We got food, we got drinks, we got entertainment. Just head to bullseyeeventgroup.com to get your tickets today. Again, bullseyeeventgroup.com. We'll see you Monday. Before the Las Vegas Raiders.
Let's
baby.
Go. All right, welcome back to the Woodward Sports Network. It is Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. We've got a packed house here. I didn't even introduce who's in the TD booth.
Let them know.
Lucas Klotz.
Let them know.
Morning show. We already talked about
the rivals right now.
No, we're not. It's really like me and Broder already talked about this a little bit. The one we're really worried about for this basketball game is Lucas because he's scrappy.
Yeah,
he's a football player that's scrappy.
I think of Lindsey Hunter on the defensive end when I think of Lucas.
Yeah, like Lucas will you can't rattle Lucas.
Like Brent
you
Berry,
can rattle Jeff.
Brent mixed with Lindsey Hunter.
Yeah,
a little bit of Carlos Delfino.
And I told Jeff that didn't like it.
Yeah,
I told him I was like I'll take you.
Jeff's like a Wally Zerbiak.
Bro, you are naming names that I don't
He does this all the time, bro. It's actually entertaining.
That's why I had to assert my age, assert my dominance.
He's like 42. It's just
assert your Dwight Howard.
Ew.
Okay. All right, Nick, real quick. Give us a quick Pistons update. I know it's halftime right now.
Yes.
What's the score?
Yes, sir. We got 54-47, so 7-point lead going into break here. Player of the half, Alec Burks with 15 points. He's made 7 of 8 free throws. Cade Cunningham, 10 points. Jaylen Duren on 20/20 watch with 8 and 9. Let's go, Pistons. Finish this out. Come back to LCAA 1-1. Let's go.
All right, Nick, thank you for the studio update there about the Pistons game. Appreciate that a ton, man. That's great. He does a great job every time.
You heard that straight from George Blaha. He's got the number in the phone.
If you guys enjoyed that, hit the like button. That was epic. To me, I would hit it if I didn't already.
Smash that like button. And while you're doing it, why don't you just send the stream to a friend. Click share and just text it to like 3 or 4 people for us.
Yeah.
Go tell people,
come hop in.
Booner and Broder are on.
Yeah.
8 to 10.
Yeah.
Tune in. They're talking Lions tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. Lions, baby.
Lions, baby. Talk to me. You got questions. We got to talk injuries.
So injury report.
You set everything up. Sorry.
No, you're good. Injury report. Lucas, did you have that? Yeah. So there was really, like, I know we spoke about it yesterday a little bit, but there was no, like, major shock from what we talked about yesterday. I think the biggest things for me, I know right now, and it seems like it's out. I kind of was confused too, Broder, because the game's Monday, and usually Friday you get the game report.
I know, and it just it doesn't have anything
listed. It doesn't have any
game
report, so I was a little confused, but out of practice today was Jonah Jackson, just like the other day, David Montgomery, and then one of Frank Ragnow. There it is right there. Frank Ragnow also no practice today. You see there Benito Jones, Malcolm Rodriguez, Halapula.
You got it. No, start over. You just got to say it. Don't even think about it. Say it.
Halapulavati Vaitai.
Very close. I
haven't heard you say it in a while, so it threw me off.
Halapulavati
Vaitai. Vaitai. He was limited practice as well. Jerry Jacobs fully back. He's probably going to be off that report going forward.
I believe so.
So questions I have here, and if anyone in the chat, if you guys have questions about the injury report to Broder,
high five, Jack.
Throw them in there. But first one I have, Jonah Jackson.
Sound good. Yes.
Is he going to play?
No.
Is he completely
out?
Yeah, I'm not getting this from any source, but the fact that he's out on this Friday practice, he hasn't practiced all week. He didn't practice last week either. My guess is he's out this week.
Is this a knee? Is that? Did it say knee?
Was it knee or is it ankle? I think it was ankle.
Ankle. So is this kind of what Decker had?
Yeah,
is it a similar thing?
The ankle. There's only.
I don't like that, man.
Yeah. At least nothing's broken. At least I feel like an ankle injury can heal. It just takes some time. It's not like a torn ligament. It's not I don't know if it's high or mid-ankle sprain or whatever, but I don't know. It's not looking good for him to play in this game. Although Dan Campbell said if anyone's healthy, or if they're healthy enough to play on Monday night, they're going to play. They're not going to use the bye week as like a strategy
That's
to
what
rest
makes me
players.
worry about Jonah.
Yeah, so I do think they're probably going to do that for Jonah. Keep him out, and it's looking like David Montgomery too.
Yeah, Lucas, you had something?
Final confirmation will be tomorrow. But
yeah, Broder, it's an honor being able to talk to a Lions Inside reporter.
Lucas, man, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I am kind of got a little starstruck right now. But do you think that the Lions are kind of like looking at Jonah Jackson and David Montgomery in the same life as far as they're way too important to risk long-term injuries, so we're going to take as long as possible?
Yes, because I think Jonah Jackson's best attribute as an offensive lineman is his run blocking. Mm-hmm. He's probably the best run blocker on that. Well, you can't really put anybody over Penei Sewell, but his strength is in the run blocking. He's a good pass blocker too, but that is probably my guess. They want those two to be healthy for the divisional games that are coming up.
I think too.
Thank you, Matt Broder.
Whatever happens
Lucas
in this game, let's say there's no injuries in this game, right?
Yes.
I think after you come back from this bye week, I don't think there's anyone on the injury report after you come off the bye week.
It's shrinking.
It is shrinking. Smaller. David Montgomery, I can almost guarantee you that from what I've been seeing the last 2 days, his progress has been really good. If he doesn't play this week, if he has another week of kind of off time and recovery, he's going to be back for the Los Angeles Chargers game.
Yeah.
My guess, Jonah Jackson, whatever's wrong with his ankle, he will be back for the Chargers game. Big V, he was limited. Or no,
he was limited.
Limited.
And
Frank Ragnow, actually. That's a good another one.
He's always been out. This is his toe.
Yeah, but usually he's only out 1 day a week.
My guess is he'll be limited tomorrow because they do practice tomorrow. They'll have Sunday off or a walkthrough Sunday.
Back tomorrow night?
Yeah. There'll be a final one that comes out either Sunday night or I'm trying to think. A day before they usually send any roster updates, any not inactives or actives, but like if anything changed, like last week when Jerry Jacobs got hurt, that came out Saturday night.
Man.
So we'll learn more in the next 36-ish hours.
So the Frank one, the only reason I asked that, I wanted to ask and I had it in the notes, was because it was a 2-day off period, and usually he just gets Wednesday off. At least that's what it's been all year. Mm-hmm. I do think though, once you get off the bye, if you stay clear of injuries on Monday night, or there's very light ones, or maybe guys are just banged up, I don't think you see a long injury report going in the Chargers game. And that's what, as Lions fans, being around Detroit, that's all we've asked for, because the Lions, their injury report was like the Declaration of Independence.
It was like a CVS receipt.
It was so long. Yes, like literally when you go to CVS, they're like, here, let's kill 10 trees. Yeah. And they do that.
It would.
Seriously.
But real quick on David Montgomery, my thoughts about him are that they want him. they want his running style in full force when he comes back. So I don't know if they want to bring him back on a limited workload. Give him 6, 7, 8 carries.
Yeah.
I think if he's back, they want him to go full go because that's what they want to assert. That identity is what they want to assert with David Montgomery in there. So I think we're going to see even more of Jahmyr Gibbs,
which is fine with me.
Me too.
Him and Craig Reynolds.
Let's go.
I'm excited to see what this is like. The Falcons game.
Yeah,
that's how I'm looking at this. This is that Falcons game. Let Jahmyr just go out there and eat. Last week was like that, just a complete one-off situation. And Lucas, I actually want to, because I spoke about this yesterday about this last week's game. I know last year there was the Panthers, Patriots, and Cowboys game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think this might be the only one-off game of the year with this team. I don't know why. I just think the way Dan Campbell talked about it after, Jaylen Duren's a monster. Oh my gosh. The way Dan Campbell talked about it after, I don't see how they let something like that slip again.
I could, and I'm not saying it's going to happen. I could, just being completely honest, I could see potentially, just because it's on the road, but again, it already happened in the season. Maybe Dallas, just because they're a good team, you just go.
I would
Dallas
hate for that to happen.
And I don't think it's going to happen, but just for the sake of just being real, just if it does happen again, it's a possibility that it could happen there, but I don't think it's going to. That's just because it's a semi-talented football team. You go in there sleepwalking.
Yeah,
they could take advantage at home. On the road is a different case. I think.
No more sleepwalking like the Step Brothers. Don't do that. All right, let me tell you guys about the pregame show, and then I have a couple clips for you guys, or we have a couple clips for you guys here. Ben Johnson, the man himself, but the real man, right next to me, Jeff Frady, Hollywood, the Woodward Sports Lions pregame show.
Lions.
It is at 6:30 on Sunday, 6:30 to 8 p.m. right before the game. It will be Jeff Frady, Neil Rule, and then guess what? Guess who's the mediator sitting in between them right there on the match chair? Me, Booner. I will be there mediating this. Last time it happened, they went at it, and somehow I got stuck on one of the sides. It was a mess, but I can't wait for it again. That is this Monday at 6 o'clock to 8:30. Make sure you guys tune in for all of the information you need for the Lions pregame show. All right, brother. I got some clips for us here.
Pull out your clips
for the people. First one I kind of want to play for you guys is Ben Johnson. We really haven't heard from Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn much since after that loss. And to me, we spoke about it yesterday when we did our temperature check. And what did we give? I think we both gave them a little warm. And the reason was behind that was the last game was kind of a little sketchy, and it was on both ends. Ben Johnson admitted he missed some calls. Aaron Glenn kind of spoke about missing calls. Dan Campbell said there was missed calls. The coordinator struggled a little bit last week, and it was showed. And Ben Johnson even spoke on it a little bit about how he switched the game plan up right away once they got in there. Probably should have stuck to the same game plan. Ben Johnson did speak, though, today, and he talked about the loss a little bit, and then he talked about kind of going forward to this Ravens. So here's Ben Johnson on the loss versus the Ravens.
Yeah, I think across the board, that whole group would tell you that we gave up too many sacks and too many pressures. They've been, heck, the week before we threw it as many times as we did, and they held firm throughout. And listen, the drop back passing game, that's not where we want to live, and that's where we ended up living the majority of last week. So we just got to do a better job executing what's called, and hopefully we're not down 28-0 in the second quarter. We'll be all right. Just curious.
So, how about that?
Yeah, he was just straightforward.
If I had a daughter, I'd want her to go on a date with him. Am I allowed to say that? I probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
Very well-spoken, man.
Thanks for getting me hard, JB.
Oh, my gosh.
JB. No, but the
I'm
way
with you, though.
Real talk, and I should have been more serious. The way he explains things, the way he talks, he makes complex things seem simple and very clear. And that's part of what makes him a good offensive coordinator. The ideas that he has in his head, the complex plays and game plans that he draws up. He's able to communicate that to his team, to rookies, to veterans, and get them to commit, get them to run the plays, run the game plan that he sees in his complicated head. He can communicate that to them. And it's a huge asset as a coach, as an OC and a future head coach.
Yeah, and the way he kind of broke down the game from last week and going forward, he knows that's why this staff is so great, is Dan Campbell has, like you just said, head coaches basically under him right now. He has a head coach on the offense, the defense. He has future coordinators that are right behind these guys that are elite. And Ben Johnson mentioned it. Hey, we're not going to let this happen again. We're not going down 28-0 again. We're not going to this offense is not going to look like that again. And he kind of spoke on a few things with that as well. The biggest thing that kind of stood out to me, and there's going to be another clip here, but they did ask him about J-Mo. And last week, if you guys remember, J-Mo had 6 targets, no catches. And there were some that maybe he should have caught, and there were some that were just not really catchable. And that's been a question that we've had, I feel like, the last couple days, and I've seen it in the chat a lot, and I've seen it on social media, is what's going on with J-Mo after last week? Why is he being used the way that we were expecting him to be used? Ben Johnson talked about it here, and this is him on it, and I have a couple extra things that I didn't clip that I want to talk about as well. But here's Ben Johnson on Jameson Williams.
Production. I just wondered what's the cause of that?
Time on task still, and I know it's beating a dead horse by saying that, but some guys take longer than others to develop a rapport with, and we frankly aren't there yet. So we'll continue to work on it, and it's going to come, and when it does come, I think we're all going to be pleased.
Biggest point right there, Broder. I want you to comment on this at the very end. And I said this the other day. I've been pretty vocal on this. Yes, there's struggles with J-Mo right now, but give him the year. When the time does come, we saw what he did at Alabama. He's got that ceiling to go out there and be one of the best in the league at his position.
Randy Moss.
And just like Ben Johnson said, when it does get going, it's going to be a scary thing, and people are going to be pleased when they see it.
Yeah, you can tell from that clip, and that's the first time I've really felt it or seen it out of Ben Johnson, seen it out of a coach really, like the lack of trust. I mean, that is the word, but like it's a confidence that's not there yet. Like Ben Johnson sees it, he knows what's in there, but he's telling us, man, he really just isn't ready yet, and I don't really know what that means. I don't know if that should be accepted by fans, by being in his second year. I know he missed a lot of time, but like it's got to be time soon. And I'm with you. I give it the year, but how long is it going to take?
Yeah, the best part about it is like they're not backing away from it. Like they know, like, hey, we need to get this going. Like we need to find a way to get J-Mo involved. That's where I have faith in.
They
Ben
know
Johnson.
how important he could be to this offense. Like he is incredible. He could be a top 3, if not the single most electric player in the NFL. He's that good. We haven't seen any of it yet. Even on the touchdowns, we haven't seen any of it. He's got game-breaking ability. I want to see it because I saw a couple glimpses in training camp. I just want everyone to freaking see it. He's so good.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
I think it's going to come soon. It's just about being that. I'm trying to think of the right word for it, but just like the chemistry with Jared Goff and that. And if you've ever played sports or if you've ever been in like any sort of setting with the competition, and you kind of start doing something new with someone, like me and you, like when we started doing our show, it was like
it takes time. We're still getting to know each other.
Yeah, like as time goes, so it takes time to do that. And I think it's the same thing here. He obviously was suspended and out of the building for a little bit. He was injured for a year. Like it takes a lot of time. So I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Let's talk about Big Boy, baby. Big Boy and his burgers and chicken sandwiches. They are taking over at Big Boy. I bet you Ben Johnson's going to Big Boy with his family. Try the best cheeseburger or the new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. If you want some chicken, they have the Dolly chicken sandwich. And if you like some heat, try the Bob's hot chicken sandwich. And when you get those fries with it as well, upgrade them to the chili cheese fries or loaded baked potato fries. And at the very, very end of that meal, you always have to get dessert. Try the Reese's Chocolate Peanut Butter Thunder Cake or satisfy that sweet tooth with the Big Boy's Funnel Cake Fries. That is over at Big Boy.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
5 Iron Golf is downtown's newest sports bar. It's got 13 TrackMan simulators, certified instructors, and most importantly, a full bar and restaurant. You got a chance to compete nationwide to win a trip to the Dominican Republic. Just bring a foursome or sign up as an individual and get placed on a team. You got to do so at 5irongolf.com, but use code Woodward10 for 30% off the league. That's 5irongolf.com.
And we are back. It is Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. My name is Booner, and joined as always Matt Broder.
Hi.
Detroit Lions beat reporter. We got Lucas in the TD booth today. The dog barker, the dog whisperer. I don't even know. I like that. The dog whisperer. That's a good one. We got Nick in the sound booth.
Let's go, boys, in the nighttime. Come on.
Hey, you've got the wrong shirt on today.
Thanks, bro.
I'm just kidding. That was a tough loss yesterday for the Red Wings, and you guys tricked me twice on the show of a goal. And it was really disappointing, I'm not going to lie.
It looked like one. Come on.
It was tough. Hey, make sure you guys hit that like button if you guys haven't already. Share the stream. Tell someone about the show. We're going to keep this thing trucking along here. We're moving. Detroit Lions versus Las Vegas Raiders, the breakdown of it. I believe we have some different what's going on over there, brother?
Nothing. Just, you can't say everything. It's just the chat's being awesome.
Jay Cruz.
All right. Lucas, can you bring up there the series notes? This is the series, the Detroit Lions versus the Las Vegas Raiders. The Lions, they are the record versus the Raiders, 6-7 at home. They are 4-2. That's huge. Record at Ford Field, 2-0. Look at that. Don't look at the last regular season matchup, though. We don't need to talk about that. And they've never played at Allegiant Stadium. That's crazy. But let's break this down here, Broder. Let's get into this game here. Detroit Lions versus Raiders. Let's start off with the Lions offense and the Raiders defense.
Talked about it.
Biggest concerns. And I know we talked about Max Crosby a lot. And let's take him out of this, outside of that. I guess we could. But first, personally for me, I'm not going to say I can go how confident I am, but I'm not that concerned outside of Max Crosby.
No.
The Chicago Bears just scored 30 points on this defense.
With Tyson Bagent.
Yes.
Shout out D2.
Shout out
Valley
D2,
State, Shepherd University, I believe it was. No, but to me, they got 3 players on their defense that are really the only ones. Maybe not even to worry. Max Crosby is the one you got a game plan around. But Max Crosby, they got middle linebacker or safety Trayvon Moehrig and their middle linebacker Robert Spillane. Those are the only guys that are playing really well this season, or at least decent this season. And I think they're up. They're their highest rated guys on PFF. But their front seven is not very strong. Outside of Max Crosby, the middle of that defensive line is pretty weak. If you can game plan around Max Crosby, if Jahmyr Gibbs, I know we don't want him running in between tackles all game, but if you can get some movement up the middle there, that will set up the play action so much easier. I think they can do a lot. If you start doing that, if you start opening up the middle of that field where then Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta can do work, because they are very weak at cornerback. Other than Spillane, they're weak at linebacker. There's going to be some openings in the middle of the field, and that's why I think St. Brown, Laporta, those guys over the middle are going to have big games.
Yeah, I think those two guys, we're going to go over some players. I think those guys have big games as well. Now, kind of on our offensive side, I think Ben Johnson's coming into this game ready to go, and he's going to have a game plan, because we just saw those videos to where that last week was extremely disappointing. I'm going to name some teams for you guys, and this is going to be a little let's do like a little segment here. I'm going to name some NFL teams, and I want you to tell me if their offense or if the Lions offense is on the same level as their offense. Are you ready?
Yep.
Denver Broncos.
So if their offense is on the same level as their defense?
Is the Detroit Lions offense on the same level as the team I'm naming's offense?
Oh, yeah. And if the Lions are better, should I say they're better? Yeah, way better than the Broncos.
Broncos, Steelers.
Better.
Packers.
Better.
Patriots.
Better.
Bears.
Better.
Chargers.
Yes, better.
Last one, Bills.
Yeah.
You could say
it's close.
Together.
I'm putting them together. Were the Lions 5th ranked offense?
So the Lions, the Detroit Lions are with the Bills, maybe the best offense this Raiders defense has seen all season long, and they're on the road. They're in Ford Field. So that's where I'm like, I have full confidence that Jared Goff, and especially coming off a loss where you only scored 1 touchdown and 6 points, I have all the confidence. And the Bills game, they gave up 38 points on the road. I wouldn't be surprised if the Detroit Lions go into, at Ford Field here, score over 30 points versus this team.
One of the notes I had, it's the Detroit Lions need to demoralize the Raiders.
I think they
early.
They might.
I think if you put them down early, they're going to be demoralized. Like they struggle for confidence right now. They got players. They got supposedly a genius coach, an offensive coordinator. Nothing's clicking. So if you can get ahead 2
Josh
touchdowns,
McDaniels gonna take a hike, man.
He's horrible. If you can get ahead early, I don't know how long they're gonna last. That might be their final selling point.
What's your one key to this offense to kind of establish that?
My first key. Are we in that section? My first key is to win the first half. Actually, that's to win the first quarter. So it fits right into what I was going to say. Win that first quarter, get ahead, and put them down. And they're not going to be able to come back. They don't have that much firepower.
I think I'm going to stick with my key that I've been saying all year long.
Takeaways, baby.
Takeaways. Turnovers. You're going up against a hurt Jimmy G. Find a way to make him force turnovers. Kirby Joseph, go get your first of the year. Tracy Walker, go hang on to one.
Yeah.
Go get. I didn't mean it like that. Okay.
No, I know what you mean.
You guys know what I mean. I'm like, come on.
I didn't mean the
Tracy.
Right? Me too.
When you said, "Oh, geez," I was like, "Okay, did not mean that."
Well,
I
that's
love
good
Tracy.
more because I responded to you like, "Yeah."
Yeah. No, shout out Tracy, man. That was not meant. I just was being like, go get one because he's had so many chances. Like he's there. Tracy has been elite for this Lions secondary since CJ's gone down, and he just hasn't been able to hang on to one, which is fine. But go get one, hang on to it. Kirby Joseph, go get one. Cam Sutton, go out there, get turnovers. Aiden Hutchinson, get to the quarterback, get the ball out of Jimmy G's hands, force fumbles, and you know what? Aiden Hutchinson, go get a touchdown out of one.
How about it?
He said, I'm pretty sure he said it this year that he wanted to go get a touchdown. Go get one.
Remember my hot take before the year? The hottest take? It's kind of somewhat unrealistic that Aiden and Penei were both going to have a touchdown.
It could happen.
Aiden Hutchinson and Penei Sewell are both going to have a touchdown this year. It's not
I don't hate it
so far.
Other side of the ball, we have a couple more minutes here. Our defense versus their offense. I said right away, biggest concerns. Obviously, you could just look at their offense real quick. Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers has been playing kind of.
He's been their number one performer. He's obviously not their best receiver, but he's played their number one. What'd you say?
Just disrespectful what they're doing to Devontae Adams right now.
Exactly.
They're not giving the ball.
Hunter Renfrow, to be
I
honest
remember
with you.
the last game, I had a bet on Devontae Adams. I think it might have been receptions, and they just were not giving him the rock.
He gets 2 receptions a game. You got to be throwing it to him. You got to target him 15 times minimum.
Yes, you have to force it to him. So here, let's look at this real quick. Let's break this down. Broder, can you see that better than me?
I can. Do you want me to?
Let's do our Lions defense.
Oh, a Lions defense. Their rush defense is number 2. They're the best. Third down defensive percentage. They're ranked fifth in the league. On the flip side, I guess the hardest. They're the biggest differential from Las Vegas versus the Lions is the where's it? The passing defense. Wait. What would Las Vegas be ranked 5?
They're fifth.
Oh, just whatever the reverse is.
What do you mean?
Their passing offense.
Their passing defense is fifth in the NFL right now.
Oh, so that's both of their defenses.
Yeah.
Got you.
The first 2 columns are Detroit on the left, and the second 2 columns on the right.
Vegas.
Got you. Well, for Vegas, I see a lot in the teens and 20s, some 30s.
They gave up 23 points a game, 22nd in the NFL. I'm telling you, this team, Lions are scoring 30. Lions are putting up a 30-piece on this Raiders team. I'm convinced.
30-piece of Nuggets?
30 Nuggets. I did 49 once.
That could not have felt good, my friend.
No, it was tough. But the biggest key to kind of on the defensive side, Broder, to me, and I'm just going to keep saying it, I'll probably bet on it, and I'll probably talk about it on the pregame show, is get to Jimmy G. I showed the graphic yesterday. The PFF
any quarterbacks that's
whoever's
out there.
playing, because I showed the graphic yesterday of the most pressures by any team in the NFL right now, and the Detroit Lions were number 1. They are getting to the quarterback the most. They're putting the most pressure on quarterbacks. They need to sack Jimmy. You need to force him back.
This might
put him in bad situations.
I might just need to take a peek at the schedule real quick, but this might be the one game this season where it's the least mobile quarterback, regardless of which 3 play. It feels like every single other game, the quarterback's at least somewhat mobile. There's none. So that bodes well for that Lions defense, who's
seriously
struggled with the mobile quarterbacks. Not just Lamar Jackson, but the Geno Smiths of the world, the Patrick Mahomes. Even just being able to wiggle out of the pocket. That's not Jimmy G's strength. Aiden O'Connell, not his strength either, Brian Hoyer. They better not have him be playing.
Oh man,
That'd be
that'd be scary. I just want to see, like, we didn't get to see a sack line. We haven't seen them go off in a couple weeks. I've said it 100 times. The first 2 weeks when you have one sack and it's Anzalone at the end of the game versus Seahawks, it feels like it's been like that for 2 weeks after you just went on a streak where every single game you're getting 5+ sacks. Go back to that. Get back to that. Get to the quarterback. Aaron Glenn, like, figure a way out for these guys to contain. And to be honest, I bet you they get 5 sacks at least this week because, like you said, it's not a mobile quarterback. Jimmy G will not be able to get out of that pocket. And with the amount of pressures that the Lions are getting on quarterbacks, he is going to be under a ton of pressure. I wouldn't be surprised if he got sacked 7 times this week, and they tied the season high for it. I think it was 7.
It's going to be a big one. The Raiders' offensive line's middle of the pack. Their best players, their left tackle, Colton Miller. Aiden Hutchinson's going to be targeting those mismatches, those vulnerabilities from anyone else. He's going to have a big game. I feel it. I think Ali McNeil's going to have a big game too, and we're going to get to pick some players. Those two aren't my players, but I do think Aiden Hutchinson might have, I don't want to say his breakout game of the year, but I think he has a day on national TV Monday night. People start recognizing how good he really is.
Give me 2, baby. All right, let's go to break. When we come back, we're talking about the trade deadline a little bit. Or no, we're not. We're talking about the key players to the game.
Trade deadline's at 9. Brad's coming in at 9.
Brad is coming to the studio at 9 o'clock, baby. So tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Someone's over at Dispo already.
He's making some phone calls.
Yeah, hey, we got phone calls coming in. But Dispo, they got an exclusive atmosphere out in Romeo. Van Dyke Mile and 32 Road. This Dispo Romeo location's open late night Monday through Saturday till midnight. Every day but Sunday. You got to check them out. They are the first ever cannabis mall of its kind. Can it get any better than that? Dispo Dispensary, DispoShops.com. Your local cannabis plug.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
Join now at any Metro Detroit location. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
How would you like to win a 100K Vegas getaway? Don't look at me, Booners. Take your friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps. It's the Cintron Energy. Drink it and live it. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter to win at drinkcintron.com/Vegas and buy Cintron at your local Meijer store. Cintron, the healthier energy drink with great taste so you can look good, feel great, and be the best version of yourself with Cintron. Enter now at drinkcintron.com/Vegas.
Man, be the best version of yourself. That's what I'm talking about, Broder.
We're about to hit that basketball court and just...
yes, I am.
Just blaze!
All right, baby. Welcome back to Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. My name is Booner. Joined as always, Matt Broder, Detroit Lions beat reporter for the network.
What's up?
We got Lucas Klotz in the building. Dog whisperer. We've got Nick in the sound booth.
Let's go. Big fourth quarter upcoming for the Pistons. Let's go. Let's get a first dub of the year.
Oh, yeah. They are up right now. Cade has a couple fouls, so he is on the bench. Talking about key players like Cade, real quick, too, hit that like button if you haven't already. And see that? Subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for us here. Click that button and subscribe. But let's get into it. Key players for the game versus the Raiders.
Yes.
I'll start with you, Broder. I have 2 on offense. I said 1 to 2 in the prep, so you guys couldn't give me anything. You can't say anything.
You did actually say that.
I did. I'm going to start doing that because if you guys are going to come at me for it, I'm just going to start making it more realistic.
Redman is here. Reggie?
Redman from That 70s Show?
Green Bay Reggie?
Redman was
no,
on
that's
that.
you.
It's not me.
That is you.
That's Green Bay Reggie.
Remember Wayne last night or JMO?
Hey, Nick, can we open the phone lines up? I'm just kidding. No.
That would be funny. He's going to watch us back and he's going to laugh.
No. He did run to the bathroom, so that was kind of funny.
Yeah. So we want to start on offense?
Let's start offense. I have 2 on offense, so I want to hear. I'll let you go first because I know it's a little separate than mine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna start with a bang. Speedster.
Oh.
This is going to be a Jamison Williams day. He's got to break out. I have this feeling. I know that Ben Johnson clip didn't pump any extra confidence into me, but I think this game is built for Jamison. I think the offense is going to be able to move sort of at will, and I think there's going to be lots of space for Jamison to operate. I just want them to get in the ball closer to the line of scrimmage. Run a short route, run an intermediate route. Just get the ball in his hands so he can use his legs to get confident, to gain that chemistry with the team. He can break one from anywhere on the field. Just get him the ball.
Is this his first game back at Ford Field of the year, or did he?
Yep. Because they were at Tampa Bay, then they're on the road to the Ravens.
Was
and then
Tampa
before
his first,
though? I think he had a home game against who they played, Carolina before Tampa.
Falcons or Carolina.
I think Carolina. He didn't catch.
He was on a snap count though, crazy.
This might be his first touchdown back in Ford Field.
No, because that was where David Montgomery had the touchdown. He had the block.
Okay.
His blocking was good.
Yes. Okay, that is it. That was his first game back. Hey, Lucas, do you have a video in there of J-Mo?
I'm not a fanatic. Peaceful
from
Tim.
When he's not doing line
gotta
stuff.
be professional.
Yeah. Can you play that real quick? Shout out J-Mo. Look at this.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get it for you.
Great video too.
Oh, this is
Chicken. What combo you picking? This J-Mo. What you trying to order? Chicken. What combo you picking? This J-Mo. What you trying to order?
Chicken.
Chicken. What combo you order? This is J-Mo.
Do you see the guy in the background just with the biggest smile on his face?
Man, that is the best video.
What order are you picking?
Ryan Lentz in the back sends me that all the time.
Yeah. But who you got? Oh, here we go.
Just looking at the dude's smile. He's cheating.
Look at him smile. Look at that. He is.
Is that what they use for the thumb? What Ryan used for the thumbnail?
Yeah, it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I knew there was some Ryan Lentz in the back. Shout out Ryan and Noah. The whole graphic team is awesome.
Dude, Alex Burks is going crazy right now.
What's he doing?
Shout out SVSU grad, not Alex Burks, but the ref.
Wow.
Shout out.
She's
the
killing
girl?
my parlay right now.
Yep, she is. Yep.
All right, so offense.
I have 2 here. I'm going to start us off with 1. I'm going to go to the quarterback, Jared Goff. The most important piece, I think, to kind of turn this thing back around. And I think that everyone can agree on that. Lucas just over there just shook his head. Yep, you're right, Booner. And I think
exactly what I did.
Yep, and everyone can agree on that. Is Jared Goff? You need a bounce back game. Everyone was talking about MVP. Broder, you talked about MVP.
Yeah, top 5.
Top 5. Well, this
Not
is the
anymore.
game to prove it.
Yeah.
Bounce back game. You had a huge loss. Nothing happened on offense. This is the game to do it. Bounce back. Now, for Jared Goff to bounce back, what's the one thing? Ben Johnson actually mentioned it in the video that I played earlier, saying we can't just drop Jared Goff back. You need play action with him. He's the best play action quarterback in the NFL. Your offense isn't anything if you can't establish the run game.
You going with John, not Morant?
I'm going with Jahmyr Gibbs. When you said Ja, it threw me off. I'm going with Jahmyr Gibbs.
That's what they call him.
You have to establish the run game. I think Jahmyr Gibbs, you have to get that. You have to have a big game. I don't know what his over-under is for rushing and receiving. Total yards, take it. This is a big game for him. He needs it.
I think he's going to keep it going from that second half against Tampa.
It's important.
Against Baltimore.
Yeah, I think it's important, too. Like for Jared Goff to have that day, Jahmyr, you have to establish a run game. It's a known fact now that that's what you need. And with David Montgomery out, Jahmyr Gibbs, hey, it's time to step. Hey, what did I actually say last Friday, Lucas and Nick and Broder, when we were all in here? What did I say about Alvin Kamara, week 5, week 6? That's when he had his breakout games. And what did he just do last week? Second half. I know it was garbage time, but guess what he's gonna do Monday? He's gonna continue that. And I put out a graphic that said, hey, is it crazy to think if Jahmyr Gibbs has a big game on Monday that people start to talk back with him in the offensive rookie of the year talk? Don't think it's crazy at all. If he goes out there and gets 120 plus yards and scores a touchdown, people are going to start talking.
Over C.J. Stroud, though?
I think so. I'm not saying he wins it, but I'm saying he gets into that conversation. It's the same. Alvin Kamara he literally did that his freshman year or his rookie year. 4 or 5 tough starts, and then all of a sudden he just started going 120, 150, 200 yards, 100 yards, touchdown. If Jahmyr Gibbs starts that, dude, he is right there.
Bro, I'm sorry. While you were talking, Robert Lane and a couple other guys in the chat, Robert said after the J-Mo commercial, he goes, there it is. J-Mo has so many drafts because of that Cane's chicken grease.
Oh, man, come on. Shout out J-Mo, man.
Shout out J-Mo.
He's going to be good.
Yeah.
People thought J-Mo called into the show yesterday.
Wayne?
Aww. Wayne, yeah. I went back and clipped it. I don't think it was J-Mo.
Wayne Brady.
He did say me twice, but if you watch it back, he said J-Mo is going to be like blank, and then gave the example. So we thought after we got off the show, we were like, did J-Mo call into the show? And we did some investigating. I don't think it was.
We hired the same people that are investigating University of Michigan to look into the records of the phone calls and whatnot. Booner, give me your defensive guy.
Well, real quick, with the Michigan thing, I know we have 6 more minutes. I saw a clip I sent it to you on Twitter about the University of Michigan sign stealing. And
you sent it to me?
I sent you it was a different podcast. It was with El Prez.
Okay.
And they told him on a show he was on, they were like, hey, you know what you have to do, right? And he was like, what? He was like, you have to go to the Ohio State-Wisconsin game in all Michigan gear with GoPros and cameras, and you have to go sit at the 45-yard line, and you have to go scout and put all the signs on Twitter so that everyone has
Is that
them.
this weekend?
Yeah, so he was like kind of mad because if you remember El Prez, he's a Patriots guy, so he was Deflategate, the cheating scandals. So he's like, I have to do it.
Did Jaylen take enough cameras with him? Jaylen?
That's where Jaylen is today. Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, okay.
We got him 2 or 3 GoPros, and then I think he has his own camera as well, so he should be set.
Good.
I think he's going to the Penn State game. Oh no, Penn State's off.
He's not going to Ohio State. Okay.
No.
Who do we have scouting for the Ohio State-Wisconsin?
Flannel.
Got you.
Yep, Flannel's going to Ohio State, Wisconsin. He's in Madison right now.
Perfect.
Yep, so we have people out there.
Perfect.
And we'll make sure to throw that stuff on Twitter, so anyone in the Michigan football program, if you want to go on there, it'll be at probably at Booner Sports or Sam Flannel's Twitter. We'll put the signs up there so you guys can all see it.
Also, if there's not a horse at the Kentucky Derby next year named Connor Stallion, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Oh, that's a good one.
You better.
Well, do you want to get a horse?
Can we?
We should get a horse.
You need a
Woodward
couple
Knight's horse.
You need a couple bills.
My sister has a horse. Maybe we can borrow that one. I think it has to be like a 6-year-old horse or like a certain age.
Gotcha.
All right, let's get a defense.
You go first. Don't apologize.
I kind of already talked about this defensive player. Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay.
I know that's like
Big
the best
years.
player on the team. I didn't want to dig deep into it and be like, I'm not going to save examples because I know who yours is. I was about to just sabotage you. But
How dare you.
I'm going to go Aiden Hutchinson. You
I
have to get to the quarterback. You have to go out there, get 2 sacks, put Jimmy Garoppolo back, make him go 3rd and long, make him on a 3rd down, force a punt, go score a touchdown, get another one-handed interception, forced fumble. I want to see something out of Aiden Hutchinson. Sorry.
Pretty aggressive asks.
I know. I'm sorry.
Here, edge rusher.
Come on, Hutch!
Go get
Give
a
me
touchdown.
something.
What about Brian Branch?
Yes.
That's my guy. And he was quiet last week. I thought a Lamar game is a perfect type of game for him. This might be number 2.
You got to be ready to play.
You got to be ready to play. What'd you say?
Maybe if Will Harris wasn't out there, it could have been a big game for Branch.
But both with they actually do have wide receiver depth on this team. Like I know we just talked about Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams. They don't really use Hunter Renfrow. They don't use the other guys, but he can cover those flats. Also, Josh Jacobs coming out of the backfield. He's just I think he needs to have another one of those games where he's all over the field, kind of playing wherever you need him in that secondary.
I love Brian Branch.
Yeah, right.
I think those are 2 good ones. I'm going to say this probably on the pregame show 100 times. I want Aiden Hutchinson to stay in the Defensive Player of the Year race.
Deep play.
And if you're doing that, Hutch, just look dead in my eyes right now. I know you're probably watching. J-Mo called in yesterday, supposedly. Brad Holmes is going to be here any minute. But Hutch, stay in the Defensive Player of the Year race. Monday Night Football, all eyes are on you. You're going up against Jimmy Garoppolo. That man can't run 5 yards down the field. Go give me 2 sacks. Get me an interception. Force a fumble. Pick one up. Go score a touchdown. And let them know you're in the race for the Defensive Player of the Year. Thank you, Hutch.
Do you know you dropped a little Tupac bar in there?
I knew that.
Yeah?
I wrote it down in my prep.
Yeah, the ambitions as a Raider.
I did not.
Yeah.
No,
that's all right. Let's make some changes. That was also a joke. Sorry.
This man.
You want to go into break?
Let's go break. We'll come back a little. We'll go to break a little early, and then we'll come back. Brad Holmes may be on the line. Who knows? We might be calling some GMs. We're going to talk about some trade deadline stuff. That is Tuesday. We don't even get. You know what's crazy? We don't get a show on the game day. We don't get a show before the trade deadline. We have to do everything here. Huh?
But you'll be one of the first.
Yeah, we will. Well, the heavyweights at 5 to 7, like right when it ends.
Yeah, but you get the repercussion of it.
Yeah.
Of what?
No pregame show and no trade deadline.
We're the new Big D Energy.
Yeah, we are. We're at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah.
It's brutal,
Massive
man.
D Energy.
I'm just glad I have a little headphone here. All right, let me tell you guys about Hamlin Pub. They let me go to Hamlin Pub and eat some wings at least, which is cool. And I am old enough to have a beer, so I'll have a beer with it. Have you ever wanted a bar, though, where you are a regular? We have just the place for you. Head over to Hamlin Pub, 7 locations, and experience where everyone is a regular. Whether you're enjoying half-off pizza on a Thursday or game day specials available during all Michigan sports and NFL games. So basically Sundays. That's crazy. Hamlin Pub is the place. Visit a location today and experience your new favorite pub for all sports.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Come hang with the Woodward Sports crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays to join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions!
With money on the line, featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
Do you have football on the brain? Fall ushers in college and professional football, and this year is awesome. Fall is also the perfect time to shop for home and auto insurance, and you got to do so at Swiss Insurance. Shop it like a pro, because they cover Woodward Sports, and they should be covering you too. Ask for Market Swiss Insurance today. That's at SwissINS.com or call 248-800-4177.
Swiss Insurance, baby. Let's go. Welcome back to the Woodward Sports Network. It is Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. We appreciate you guys all tuning in today. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't already. We are talking everything here tonight because this is our Lions pregame show. This is our trade deadline show. This is everything here. We will not be on until Tuesday at 8 p.m., so we have it all for you today. And that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, baby.
Hit that like button if you guys haven't already. Brad Holmes is in the house. We've got Brad Holmes here.
Ring, ring.
We get a little ring action.
Who's that calling? Do we want to explain this a little bit? That's a great ring, by the way.
I said we just go right into it.
All right.
My name's Brad Holmes.
And my name is Martin Mayhew.
Hello, guys. My name is Brad Holmes. Nice to meet you.
I'm Bob Quinn.
All right.
Hey, Brad.
Who am I speaking with?
This is Martin Mayhew, GM of the Washington Washington Commanders.
Whoa, sir, we don't do.
That was totally
we don't trade with criminals.
Sorry.
Okay.
My name's Martin Mayhew.
Oh, hey, Martin.
What can I do for you, Brad? You called me.
Yeah. Oh, yep. I'm sorry about that. We were just reaching out. We wanted to kind of reach out about Chase Young. Could we get Chase Young, please? For free.
I don't know, dude. He's available, but we're trying to sign him to an extension. Are you willing to give up a second-round pick for him?
Yeah.
Well, what happened?
Never mind.
Didn't have his phone up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you dropped your phone. Excuse me, Mr. Mayhew, I can't hear you. I think you dropped your phone.
What happened?
I think you dropped your phone.
Okay, I'll put it back up on my ear. Sorry. Hey.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, Brad, Chase Young, we're trying to sign him to a long-term extension, but I don't know if it's going to work out. Still deciding, though. We'd like a second-round pick this year. Maybe a fourth or a fifth next year also. How's that sound?
Okay. Well, I don't know about that fourth and fifth. That's just not going to work out on our end. What about we could just do a third-round pick? I think that would work best on both ends.
I don't know if I'm willing to go that. What about just a second rounder?
Oh, Martin, let me ask you something. Does anyone else offering you a second-round pick?
No. Would you prefer Montez Sweat? Maybe Jonathan Allen?
No, we're talking Chase Young right now. We're not talking Montez Sweat.
I know, but maybe we can include other players. We can include more people in this just to make the deal work. You really need pass rush, don't you?
I do, Martin. But guess what, Martin? You really need to get rid of these guys. So let me get Chase Young.
I don't have to though. I don't have to. We have a good defense. I just got to figure out how to pay all these guys.
Are you going to pay Chase Young?
Maybe.
Are you going to pay Montez Sweat?
Maybe. I got other people on the line, Brad.
Jonathan Allen?
We're not going to be able to pay all of them.
Oh, okay. So what about a second? Like, at least get a third round pick for one of them.
I don't know if I'm willing to part ways with the third. Maybe we'll
Well, you're not parting ways with the third. I'm giving you a third here.
We'll talk closer to Thursday.
Okay. It's Friday.
I mean, next Tuesday, the trade deadline on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think this deal's going to work out. All right, see you, Brad. Do you actually think
that was tough?
That was tough.
I was sweating bullets. I'm not gonna lie.
Brad, you were sweating bullets. I had to deal with you.
Yeah, no. I'm sweating. Even though you dominate, you can still sweat.
Quick little recap. Do you think a trade like that is a possibility? Do you think Washington will get rid of him for a third? And if so, do you think Brad Holmes should give up the third, maybe the one they got from Minnesota in the T.J. Hawkinson deal?
So the reports obviously came out that Chase Young and Montez Sweat, it's either a second or a third for them. I think I could be wrong. Anyone in the room kind of correct me on this. My thought process was Chase Young would have to go for a second and Montez more so for a third. Is that crazy to think, or?
Agreed.
That's kind of the way I took it.
I know, and again, the notes, I've tried to gather a lot of information. What I concluded, like an estimate for Chase Young, it might cost a 2024 fourth rounder and maybe like a sixth rounder in 2025. It does seem like they're holding off for a third, maybe even something higher. But as it gets closer to the deadline, you never know.
If there hasn't been a deal yet, my thought is, excuse me, my thought is that they're waiting for a third, and they're going to only get a third for like a Chase Young.
I would do that.
Fact.
Would you do it? That third rounder from Minnesota for Chase Young, straight up?
Dude,
what?
Yeah, I was
yeah, okay,
dude.
yeah. Well, that's
instantly. If Brad Holmes, like right now, yeah. Hello, Martin Mayhew, are you still there?
No,
Martin. Hello, Martin.
We moved on. We got other GMs on the line that you have to call.
Oh, I just wanted that deal done.
Oh
yeah. I'm calling the Carolina Panthers now. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hey, Scott.
Yep, this is Scott Fitter.
Hey, Scott.
I'm the GM of the Carolina Panthers. Who's this?
You know who this is. This is you saw the 313 number. You saw the 313 pop up. You know exactly who this is.
Got you.
Hey, we're reaching out. We heard that Dante Jackson's available. Is he available?
Of course. I thought you were calling about Brian Burns. Dante Jackson, what do you want to do?
Yeah, no, we're not calling about Brian Burns. We just ate.
Do you need cornerback help?
The Commanders for Chase Young. Yeah, we need cornerback help. We need some depth here. What are you looking for Dante?
I'd love another third rounder.
A third rounder? I can't do that. I just gave up a third round pick for Chase Young. What about a 6th round pick?
How would it fit?
Next year's 6th round.
Dante Jack, he could be a part of our plans. He signed through 2024, so we got him for another year. I don't have to make this deal with you, but he is one of those guys. I'm looking for as high a draft pick as you can give me. We're trying to rebuild here. Okay, Brad.
I think you say a 5th round pick.
Yeah. Forget about Dante.
I heard you did say 5th.
Maybe. What about C.J. Henderson? We have another cornerback on the roster. C.J. Henderson. He could come in. He's in the final year of his rookie contract. He's a cap hit for us this year. Cap hit, excuse me.
I'll make you a deal.
It's about $3.5 million. Would you prefer C.J. Henderson?
I'll make you a deal here, Scott. We have to re-sign him. We have to give him a little deal probably.
Okay.
I'll give you a 6 for him.
A 6 for C.J.?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Done deal.
Brad.
Sign the paper. Send him over. Make the call.
Nice doing work with you, Brad. Cheers.
Yeah, if that's what you call work. Bang! I just got Chase Young and C.J. Henderson.
You didn't get Chase Young.
I did. No. I got both of them. Let's go, boys. We're rocking.
I wouldn't mind C.J. Henderson.
Now we have a corner and another DN.
I'm in for Henderson and 2 as
Me
well.
Me too.
Right? That'd be
Let's
great.
go, man.
Can you do it for 6? Like.
Oh, take it any day of the week.
Hey,
Former first rounder, huge upside. I'll take it.
Paul Thomas.
Maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Lorena, we're role playing.
Paul Thomas says, to my knowledge, Booner hasn't lost. I've got Chase Young.
I don't remember that Commanders trade going down.
Hey, I'm just throwing that out there. And someone else here, Peaceful Tim said, 3rd round eval. Let me give you a 6th rounder next year, Booner. Got the deal done though, right?
For C.J. Henderson.
Yeah.
Really, I'll take either C.J. Henderson or Dante Jackson. Jackson costs a lot more, I found out.
Yeah, I mean, $3.5 million cap hit. It is the final year of the contract. I'm guessing usually in that situation you're going to have to extend a guy and give him a deal.
But he's not like an elite. He's not one of their top cornerbacks, so maybe you can get a pretty reasonable deal. But we'll see. So you just add a little bit of cornerback depth. Not to say you can't use more. Is Brad Holmes making more calls?
I think he makes one more.
Hi, this is Joe Douglas from the New York Jets. Who's calling?
Phone's still ringing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is Joe Douglas, GM of the New York Jets. Who's calling?
Yes, sir. This is Brad Holmes. I know you saw the number there, 313.
Yeah, and
Joe, are you there?
That's where Braylon lives, dude. Move on.
It is. Yes.
He's one of the all-time greats. Anyways, Brad, what do you want?
Yeah, so we're actually looking for a little bit of depth here for our defense here, and there's a rumor. Braylon actually told us that Carl Lawson's on the board there for you guys, 28 years old. What are you guys looking for him?
I would love a second round, and I'll do the deal right now. If you give me a second rounder this year and a third rounder next year.
I don't know if I can do that, Joe. You know how picks are.
I know, but I'm giving you two high quality picks. We have aspirations next year. This second rounder this year. Remember, we have Zach Wilson as our quarterback. That might be a very desirable second round pick, Brad.
What did you say? A second and a third?
A second round this year, and in 2025, a third rounder.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me talk to my people real quick.
Okay.
Hey, Dan, he wants a second and a third.
Hey, Aaron, are you cool with me doing this?
Joe, you're not muted, Joe.
Oh,
I can
sorry,
hear you.
Aaron Rodgers. Shh. What do you
want
to do?
This is what we're doing. We'll do a 2024 third and a 2025 sixth round. Third and a sixth.
I do like that.
Send it to the league right now.
I like that, but
no, we're gonna. That's final offer.
Brad, no, then
final offer.
Reject. Would you add Dalvin Cook to it?
For what? I'll give you a third and a fifth. I'll move the sixth to a fifth.
A third and a fifth.
And that's
for
it.
both those guys.
For both guys.
No. Hard pass.
Give me I'm giving you Carl Lawson. I'll take either Julian Okwara or Malcolm Rodriguez, and we'll do that deal. Third and a fifth plus one of those two. Malcolm.
We'll do third and sixth and Julian.
Third and fifth.
Third and sixth and Julian.
Nope.
Third and sixth and Julian.
Sorry.
All right. Third and fifth, Julian. Lock it in. Call the league.
Let's do it.
Call him.
Woo!
Hey, boys.
Dude.
We're getting nice.
So real talk. What do you think about the idea of Dalvin Cook?
I don't hate it. I think the first person I heard kind of talk was Lucas brought that up on the morning show last week because I was throwing out Leonard Fournette, and then when Dalvin Cook came out and kind of said there was kind of those rumors, I wouldn't hate it because I've been on the band and kind of the side of it where I would love the Lions to add a third running back. With the injuries, I would love to have like someone there. If in the playoffs someone goes down, you have a Dalvin Cook.
Right?
I don't know. How often do trades like that happen in the NFL?
For running backs?
I'm just saying like a two-man deal, a trade. I don't ever see that happen.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, but those are two guys they're looking. I don't know if they're looking to move on from Dalvin, but he's not. I think he's expressed some
they're shopping him.
Concerns. He's being shopped.
I saw today that he said that he's not going to ask for one, but he's going to have conversations with them in regards to
you might be able to do a trade. Just kind of thinking of Dalvin Cook specifically, a Swift-like deal where a conditional picks are involved, as how much he plays, how many snaps and stuff.
I do like Carl Lawson.
Can you guys sell me on Carl Lawson? Because I'm looking at his stats. I don't know much about him as an outsider. Who is Carl Lawson? His stats are non-existent.
Yeah, no, he's not a guy that's going to get you like double-digit sacks. But to me, I look at it as depth. Like on the other side, Charles Harris was a healthy scratch. Carl Lawson last year had 7 sacks. The year before, 5.5, 5, and then his rookie year he had 8.5. Those aren't like terrible. Like they're not like Pro Bowl stats. But Nick, when you're looking at depth and a guy like Charles Harris, like John, how many sacks does John Kaminsky have right now?
Maybe,
not many.
Yeah, maybe
like
one.
You're just adding another piece on the other side there to me. Like that's one of those things to where when you guys ask, and we've had this conversation, to where it's like, hey, do you want a star or do you want like just a normal dude on the line? If you can't get it, there's like a fight going on right now.
Yeah, do you think there's beef, Stu, PJ Washington, and some other brother?
Do you think there's not enough? Do you think there's not enough of a distance between Charles Harris and Carl Lawson? Like, is it that much of an upgrade?
No.
I don't even think it's an upgrade. I just think it's more so you just have to add someone else. Like if you're just giving up a pick and you have Charles Harris and Carl Lawson, like you're adding more. If you're not going to get like a,
but we're talking about Charles Harris as a healthy scratch. Like almost assume that's how it's going to be moving forward. I don't expect him to be healthy scratch every game, but there's definitely some confidence in him that's wavering.
Yeah, that's why I've been so far on like you have to get an edge rusher.
Yeah.
If Charles Harris was healthy, he was supposed to be your number 2 coming out of camp. Everyone's talking about him being your number 2 edge rusher.
Yeah.
And he was a healthy scratch in week 6, week 7.
Hey, do you want to do one more?
That's crazy. What do we have next?
Oh, the phone
I don't
is
even
ringing.
know who we have next though here.
You pick unless you want me to answer, and I'll pick.
Yeah, you answer this one.
All right.
I'll be David.
Hey, Booner. I mean,
it's hard.
Hey, Brad, this is Rand Carthen, GM of the Tennessee Titans. What can I do for you?
Wait, I'm so confused. What's going on? You're Brad Holmes, right?
No, you're always Brad Holmes. I don't know why my computer won't. The volume.
Yeah, I keep hearing the echo.
Broder just got muted for a second. So
yeah, thank you. I was so confused on what was happening.
Yeah, all right, so Carl Lawson, I feel like he's a depth piece like yourself.
We've way on Carl Lawson.
Nick. I love the try and save there. Broder's computer.
I'm just saying you got to go with the superstar. That's where I'm
But
at.
if you can't get a superstar, you still have to add a piece.
You need to compete in the NFC.
If you don't get a superstar, are you good with them just doing nothing?
A star? No.
So then why not just go after
trade a
someone?
second or a third and get that guy. That's where
I agree, Nick. But if you don't get it, you have to get someone. I think Carl Lawson's a guy where it's, hey, if you can get a guy in here who can get you 7 sacks and contribute more than Charles Harris, he has 1.5 right now. Shout out. But if you can that can contribute a little bit more. This fight here, I don't know if you guys in the chat are watching the Pistons game, but I love a good Pistons fight.
I love it, Jaylen Duran that's coming
PJ Washington's
for
on
their
his
back.
deathbed if he tries to swing at beef stew.
Oh, dude, I said it yesterday. I was at the game, Beef Stew and LeBron, and I've never seen Beef Stew was on one. Look, he's looking down there still. I hate PJ Washington.
Let's go to break, and if we have time at the end of the show, maybe we squeeze in one more.
Yeah.
But tell them about Planet Fitness, Boone.
Yeah, baby, Planet Fitness. That's what I'm talking about. That's where I'll be heading.
$10.
Yep, Planet Fitness. It is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you will experience squeaky clean gym. I'm sorry, Broder's laptop just...
What happened?
It just hit me. Your laptop just wouldn't shut up.
Luckily, at Planet Fitness, there are no laptops allowed.
Yes,
but it's judgment free.
Yeah, you get everything for $10.
Buys for the guys, curls for the girls,
commitment.
no judgment.
No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by. There are more than 50 in the Metro Detroit area, and thousands worldwide. Your fitness is essential. Planet Fitness.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel. Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
When it comes to your pet, don't settle. You got to give your pet the best, and that means going to Premier Pet Supply, Michigan's best pet store, hands down. Hands down, they're family owned and operated for over 30 years. They got 13 Metro Detroit locations, over 60 brands of food, curbside home delivery. They got it all. Lowest prices. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
Hey, welcome back to Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We're going around the NFL though. Let's do it. We're gonna go around. We're gonna pick our games winners. Broder, do you have our records from last week?
I do. And Lorena Rios says Booner and Broder are no longer new. I think about that every time I see that commercial. The newest, brand new show. It's funny, Lorena. Our records last week.
We all still new.
Last week, unfortunately, Lucas, I hate to report you went 1-8.
Jesus, 1-8.
Rough one. Your one win was Browns over the Colts.
Sometimes I think Luke or Broder messes with the record a little bit. But
no, I could read them off.
I had the Ravens winning.
No, you didn't.
We didn't include the Lions.
Oh yeah, we didn't. Yeah, we didn't. We don't include Lions because we do our score predictions later in the show.
Yep.
I remember Lucas and I were the only ones.
Congrats.
Yep. Booner, you went 3-6.
Yeah,
your record
baby.
is now 30-25. Lucas, Jaylen, Parker, and Chris Platty combined score 28-17. Nick, you're in second place. You went 2-7 last week, so you moved down a little bit. But you have a 32-23 record. Yeah. I moved into first place with a 5-4 week, just over 500.
So you got 3 on me?
Record 34-21, just 2 games up on you.
All right,
big week.
Let's do it.
This is when it starts to get
How many
weird.
games back am I from second to catch Nick?
Yeah, that's what you should be shooting for.
I will get to first. I just
2
one at a
games
time.
back.
2 games back. All right, I'll get that here.
That's way closer than I thought.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do it then. Patriots at Dolphins is the first game. This is a great Pistons game, by the way. We'll kind of keep you guys updated on it. Right now, it's 97. Pistons 97, Hornets 93 with 4 minutes left. They're up. They're going for the first win on the road, and then tomorrow night they have a first home game, home opener, which I will be in attendance at. So if you guys are there at the game, come say hi. I'm going to be there with Lucas, Jeff, Nick will be there. A lot of us will be there. Patriots, Dolphins. Dolphins are 9.5-point favorites. I'm sure we all know where we're going with this. I only put this in here. Yeah, I put this in here because I wanted to see if anyone would pick an upset. Nick, I'll start with you. Patriots at Dolphins.
Fins up, baby. Give me Tua and the Dolphins responding after the beatdown by Philly.
Lucas, what do you got?
Not going to waste my breath. Miami responds.
Miami? Are we going Miami all around?
Yep.
All right, I'm just kidding. No, I'm going Dolphins. Jets, Giants. This is a really big game. It's technically a home game for the Giants, but they're both at MetLife. Nick, who do you have?
I got G-Man.
Going with the Giants. Okay.
Give me the G-Man.
Who's their starting quarterback this week? Tyrod?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought Daniel was back.
That's actually probably better.
Yeah, they got Daniel's questionable right now. Who the Giants?
You're fine. Jets versus Giants.
Oh, I'm going to go Jets. Jets, for sure.
I'm also going to go Jets. I think their defense is way too good for the Giants.
And Sauce Gardner's back. That defense is going to be elite. So,
Sauce is back?
Yeah. So I'm going the Jets as well. I like the Jets today. Last week I picked the Giants because I actually thought like they was desperate, and I believe they won the game. Or was that 2 weeks ago I did that?
No, the Giants won. They beat the Commanders.
That's where I picked. Yep, I picked the Giants. Yep, I know what I'm talking about over here. Jags Steelers. This is an interesting game.
This is an interesting game.
It's in Pittsburgh too. I'll start us off.
It's tough.
Give me the Steelers.
Booner with the Steelers.
Give me the home underdog.
Yeah,
give me the home dog. Mike Tomlin at home. That's a tough game. I know the Jags have been hot. I think they've won 4 straight. We saw what happened when the Lions won 4 straight. They lost pretty bad after that. So I think the Jags, this might be a little down spot for them. Welcome back to reality. What is that? Bounce back. What is that?
Snap back to
reality.
Oh,
Jacksonville. It is the Steelers that win this one. Nick, who do you have?
Yeah, it sounds like you were listening to the heavyweights earlier. I'm going with the Steelers.
Is that who you picked?
Yeah, I picked Steelers. I'm sticking to my bet. Yeah, I'm sticking to my picks.
I would say don't change.
Give me the Steelers.
I'm going Steelers as well. Mike Tomlin at home as an underdog is not something you see, and that's for a reason. I'm going with the Steelers. I said that earlier on the morning show.
Can I switch?
Yeah.
If you want.
You go first, Broder. Who are you going?
I'm going with the Jaguars. This is their first rest. They're playing well. They get to rest and relax. They had 3 games in like 17 days, 2 of which were across the pond day.
Hey,
Jags, baby. Trevor Lawrence. I think Calvin Ridley actually breaks out in this game.
No more breaking out for Calvin Ridley.
Well, we have Cam Sutton. Pittsburgh does not have Cam Sutton anymore.
Pittsburgh has TJ Watt.
I don't think he's going to be guarding
Can you go back to my camera real quick? Ryan Lentz texted me and said it looks like there's a murder scene behind me when this graphic's up.
I know, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's like a Halloween murder scene.
Cool.
It's like Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's crazy. He texted me that picture of it
Superman
last night. Next game here.
I'm so fresh.
This is actually a decent game. Falcons at Titans. This is kind of a Booner legacy game.
Yeah, I didn't know. It really is.
No, it is.
Like, you need,
what's that mean?
You listen up before you talk. Your legacy is on the line.
I was a Will Levis guy.
Booner doesn't lose is on the line on Sunday.
No, I always win. So this doesn't have anything to do with
Big mayonnaise
guy.
When you're a Will Levis supporter, there's a way.
I mean, when you hated on CJ Stroud all
and I admitted I was wrong.
And I will admit, if Will Levis comes out and he is bad, I will say, hand up, I was wrong on that one. I didn't lose, but I was wrong.
That's all I needed to know.
But this is my time right here to
Big
where
mayonnaise guy.
Will Levis hasn't had his shot yet in the NFL. This is his first shot. And if what I was saying that I felt like he was an NFL-style quarterback is true, this is it. Rookie gets his start. I'm taking the Titans in this one.
Wow.
Give me the Falcons. I think Will Levis blows, to be honest. I didn't like him coming out of the draft. Didn't like him at Kentucky. I didn't like him at Penn State.
Embarrassed.
Falcons all the way.
I'm going to clip you.
Yeah.
I'm going to clip it.
I will.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons as well, and it's because of one man. And I don't think this man's a great coach, but Arthur Smith. He was the offensive coordinator in Tennessee. He knows how that offense works, especially with no A.J. Brown. All you got to do is neutralize Derrick Henry. I understand they have DeAndre Hopkins, but when you have Will Levis, a rookie, throwing you the ball, it's going to be easy for him to shut down that offense. I think the Falcons have a really sneaky defense in that front seven, and even they got Jesse Bates and A.J. Terrell. I think they're a lot better team than people give them credit for. I don't expect Desmond Ridder to go out there and put on a show. I expect like a 16 to 13 game or 17 to 13 game, but Falcons win.
Will Levis.
Ooh. Will Levis got that mayonnaise-colored Benz while the Falcons push Miracle Whips.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go. I'm going Falcons. They have a sneaky team. I worry about them on the road, but there's something about a team that is clearly selling off at the deadline. I just don't think a football team operates their best when they know they're going to be shopped around. So, hey, Falcons.
Right. Next one here. You took the Falcons. Wow, everyone's on the Falcons but me. Shout out Will Levis. Texans at Panthers. This is Texans are 3-point favorites. Nick, I'll let you start here. Texans Panthers. Who do you have?
Give me CJ Stroud and the Texans.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, give me the Texans.
I'm gonna go again where I was wrong from the start. CJ Stroud's gonna be have another case on why Lucas was wrong when he picks up the W this week. I said that Bryce Young was going to win Rookie of the Year and C.J. Stroud was going to be pitiful, and it looks like it's going to be the opposite way. So C.J. Stroud proves Lucas wrong again.
Woohoo! Broder?
Are the Panthers still defeated?
Yep.
You think this is their first win?
Adam Thielen's been doing his thing, though.
Do it, Broder.
They're coming off a bye week?
Do it.
Yep.
I'm going for it. Panthers.
Yes!
Let's go, baby.
Yes!
We hope they win,
Texans
honestly.
are coming off a bye as well.
Let's go. Oh,
yes!
Yeah.
Give me the Texans. This is one game we're getting back on Broder in first place. Give me the Texans.
Hey.
Fell for the trap there.
I might
Hook,
have.
line, and sinker. We took the Texans.
Got it. Tailor-made, baby.
Rams at Cowboys. I am taking the Dallas Cowboys at home. I will take the Cowboys. I know I've been taking the Rams the last few weeks, but something this Cowboys, it's like games like this that they end up winning. It's these games. They lose those big games and they lose the really bad ones.
Yeah, I don't know if the Rams are bad enough.
Yeah, it's like average games that they win. This is versus the Rams. I do like the Rams. Cooper Kupp, dog. Stafford, dog. Puka, dog. Tutu, dog.
Donald.
Aaron Donald, dog.
Don't you say Tutu at
Hey, dog. You'll say Bobo's a dog.
Jake
All right.
Bobo is a dog.
He
What
is,
are you talking
I'm sorry.
about?
I'm sorry, Jake.
My buddy's the biggest Dallas Cowboy fan in the world, and every single week he wants me to, but
I'm not going to, so quit asking.
Dallas going down. LA Rams all the way. Give me Stafford, give me Puka, give me Cooper Kupp. Let's go, baby.
This man giving
LA
us a
Rams.
sound drop
Hey,
is so
the
funny.
big boys are in lockstep
Epic.
here. I think the Los Angeles Rams are a terrible matchup for the Dallas Cowboys. I know the Dallas Cowboys are at home, but I don't think they're going to have an answer for Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. I think they're going to have a hard time stopping Aaron Donald up front, and that secondary is sneaky. Not to mention they have a huge head coaching advantage when you talk about Sean McVay to Mike McCarthy, and they have a quarterback advantage with Matthew Stafford and Dak Prescott. So I think it's going to be a close one. I could very well be wrong, but I'm very confident the LA Rams going in there and getting a win.
Let's go.
Are you doing Rams too?
Booner, you're on your own, baby.
All right, baby. I'm going to be in first place next week.
I'm going with Detroit Mario and John Barry. We're doing this. We're doing this.
John
Rams over
Barry.
the Cowboys. Remember John Barry?
I'm not.
He's the analyst, like the fantasy guy, right?
No, that's Matthew Barry. John
You
Barry is a
will
former
never
Piston great.
Call me Matthew Barry.
Yeah.
You look like Matthew Barry.
No, Matthew Barry.
The chat knows who John Barry is. You guys know.
All right, next game. Did you get those ones?
Yep.
All right, next game, Vikings at Packers. I'm going to start us off here. Packers suck. I don't care if it's at home. I don't care who Jordan Love is. Shout out Matt LaFleur, though, quietly SVSU alum and former quarterback at SVSU. But I'll go the Minnesota Vikings. They are going to get the win on the road in Green Bay.
Absolute huge letdown spot for the Minnesota Vikings coming off that massive win against San Fran. I am going, go Pack, go. Give me the Pack.
Nick, I think Nick was just stealing all my picks from the morning show at this point. Yeah, the
I
Packers
think he did
at
too,
home.
dude. He told me that.
The defense, I think, is going to be suffocating. I'm going to go with the Packers at home.
Packers at home.
Sorry, Booner.
All alone again?
Booner's just going to move farther
This
down.
is a huge Sunday for me. I'm either going to be in the lead or I'm going to be in last place.
Yeah. This
I
is
know
a
what I'm doing,
total
though.
Kevin O'Connell, Kirk Cousins flop game.
All right, we'll see. Shout out Jordan Addison.
Oh, yeah.
Kirk Cousins is going to have a big game. You'll see. Saints, Colts. Nick, I'll start it off with you. Saints are on the road in Indy. It is basically a pick-em game.
He starts with you when he doesn't have his pick finished yet. I figured out. And
Well,
he wants to know. Yep.
Hear me out.
I got you.
C-O-O-T-S.
We're
There
getting
are
it, Jared
times,
Goff,
though, to
Jameson.
where I want to see where everyone goes. So then, if it's 3 versus 1, I'll go opposite.
Peer pressure.
Or if it's 2, like I could pick the side.
Give me the Colts,
I can feel
baby.
the room out
Give
a
me
little
the
bit.
Colts.
Colts?
Colts?
Saints at Colts. Colts with the dub. All right.
I'm going to go with the Saints. I think the Saints and Gardner Minshew and Derek Carr, they're damn near the same level this year. And when you go just break down the teams even more, Alvin Kamara I like over JT so far this year. I like the Saints receiving core. I like the Saints defense. I do like Shane Steichen right now a little bit more than Dennis Allen, but I'm going to go with these Saints. I was about to say the Colts.
Oh, you could switch back if you want.
Nope.
What are you going with, Booner?
You can go. We got
This is
Colts
tough.
and Saints right now. Chat, where are you guys going?
I was. What is the chat doing?
They're going a lot of
They're
Colts.
watching Alex Burks
I think
go
I'm going
crazy.
Colts. After that loss last week, the Colts should have won that game. They should have won that game. And Josh Downs broke out.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go with Colts.
That's where I'm going.
Wow.
The Browns game last week, we were sitting here in the studio watching it, had me convinced. I'm going Colts. Let's do a quick round here. We've got 2 more games. Well, let's just do a quick round.
All right.
Browns, Seahawks. Seahawks are 3.5-point favorites at home.
Wow.
Hawks, baby.
Yeah, no Deshaun Watson, Seahawks.
Wow.
I would take the Hawks even if Deshaun played.
Well, okay, Nick. I was just making it clear even more why I'm going with the Seahawks.
I just don't like
You
Deshaun.
stay in the audio
every
booth, I'll
chance
stay in the TD booth.
Every chance I get to, I want to take a shot at Deshaun. I just
Seahawks.
don't like him.
What's going on here?
I'm going Seahawks.
Okay.
So we got three Hawks.
I'm going Hawks.
Oh, I see.
Clear the board, baby. Let's go. Next game, Bengals at 49ers. 49ers are a 4-point favorite.
I can't wait for
Nick,
this game.
Who are you taking?
I usually always say bounce back game here. I think the 49ers continue to struggle.
Wow.
Give me the Bengals and Joe Bird.
It's not a bad pick.
I'm going to go with the 49ers. I think they have to respond, and that's just a terrible matchup for Cincinnati's weaknesses, and I just think it could be close, but Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Eric Armstead, Dre Greenlaw, they're going to make Joe Burrow uncomfortable. When he just started to look comfortable, I think that's going to mess with him a little bit. T. Higgins hasn't looked himself. I'm going with the Niners.
Niners, baby.
2 for the Niners. I'm also. So we got Niners, Bengals in the sound booth with Nick.
I'm gonna preface this. I will bet on this game. I will take a spread, and I'm going to take the Bengals +4 in this game. But the 49ers win this football game at home, but they do not cover. So if you guys learned anything from me, I do not lose. The Bengals cover. Thank you for the dramatic
Lucas is
zoom in.
elite.
He is.
He's been rocking this TD booth all day. I've been noticing his the dude is elite.
Before you guys get to break here, just quick update. Pistons are going to win this game. Legacy game from
Another
Alec
fight
Burks.
going on.
Alec Burks, 24 off the bench. Big night from Ivy, 18 off the bench. Cade Cunningham got in foul trouble early. Sold everybody's parlay that was in here besides Broder because he can't bet. But Pistons,
PJ Washington!
Pistons
I should hurt you!
Fuck PJ Washington!
I should get you one, PJ! How about that? Get out of the game!
Fucking bum.
Pistons are going to pick up a massive win to go to 1-1.
I don't feel
before
bad
the
Get out
about
of
the
that
baby
game.
mama case anymore. How do you get caught up with Brittany Renner, dude? Brittany Renner.
I'm glad you remembered her name.
He's lucky I wasn't there.
By the way, Jaylen looks like Marvin Bagley.
Low key, yeah. They
kind
both
of,
got
actually.
it's the snaz.
Yeah, more than Drummond. Anyways, we got to get to break. We got to pay the bills.
You tell us about the first one here.
Yes, since 1996. Oh, those guys are right behind us. There we go. Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. I took advantage of it 3 months ago. You did too.
2 months ago.
Feldman, 2 months ago. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. Catch Woodward Sports there every other Monday at their Novi location. Again, Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer. Booner, tell them.
Yes, and we're talking about this defense. If you guys are watching this game, Isaiah Stewart, Jaylen Dern, Sar Thompson. We're talking about elite defense here. Customized solutions from real experts. Our professional technicians, they take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. That is 24/7 professional monitoring. Call us any day or night and know that a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. That is technology backed by people, where your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. That is Guardian Alarm. Call the number right here, 1-800-STAY-OUT.
How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome. Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com. as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
For over 60 years, Fairway Packing Company has been providing Michigan's finest restaurants, hotels, and casinos with prime beef, dry-aged beef, and Wagyu beef. You can experience the Fairway difference for yourself today. You just got to visit the steak shop in Grosse Pointe Woods. They got grab-and-go steaks, some delicious stuff over there. Ryan Ermanni, Neil Rule, they all say the best stuff about this place. Check them out at fairwaypacking.com.
All right, we are back to the Woodward Sports Network. It is Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. Hey, if you guys haven't already, just for the people, for us, hit that like button. Let's get those up. We're at 60 right now. Let's get it up over 100. But what we're going to do, we're going to get back into Lions here, Broder. And this is kind of when I want to go around the room a little bit. I want to get a little bit of a feeling for everyone on this. And final score here, the Detroit Pistons win 111 to 99.
First W in Detroit?
Yes, first win. And there's some guys shaking hands there, waving, a couple waves going on.
I can't stand the Hornets, bro.
Yeah, I'm happy we won that game. Cade Cunningham did foul out, but some of the boys, great game. We'll go to Nick in a little bit for an update on the stats and stuff. He's not in the booth. But I want to go around the room with this question because I want to get a feeling for everyone with everyone on this one. If Monday comes around and the Detroit Lions, because we know how it is in the NFL, when you lose one, sometimes you drop a couple in a row. We've seen that before, and especially in Detroit, we felt that. What are our feelings here in the room if the Detroit Lions lose a Monday Night Football and they lose 2 straight and they're sitting at 5-3? And to preface that too, the Buffalo Bills are 5-3 right now, so they're not like
Your Buffalo Bills.
My Buffalo Bills, yes, and my Detroit Lions, but they're 5-3. So if they lose, they're 5-3. What is the concern level at that point? And this is
what the fuck?
Yeah, thank you. Who is that? Whoever that, Sam Flannel. Thank you, Flannel. I agree. But Broder, concern level, where are you at if that happens?
I'm not that concerned. If you pair it with the trade deadline that we don't see much action, so if we lose and there aren't any moves made, then I'd be concerned about what they're trying to do this season. But in terms of just this loss, moving to 5-3 with the schedule coming up, I don't think it changes much. It'll change your ability to get the highest seed, to maybe chase that #1 seed in the NFC if we lose a game like this. But I'm not like hopping off the bandwagon. I'm not lowering the expectations of this team. I picked them at 12-5 before. I still think even with this loss, they could end up with 13 wins. It More from like a city energy perspective, it would suck, but I want to be worried at all.
Yeah, I saw a couple people in the chat kind of say this as well. This is kind of my first thought with it. We spoke about this earlier in the week, and remember we talked about the division, the NFC North, like how scary. Like, is there any concern on that? And right now the Vikings are 2 games back. If somehow that happened, and then Nick, I think you remember this conversation. If they're 2 games back, if even if you go on a 4-game win streak, the Vikings have an easy schedule too. So they might stay 2 games back the whole time. If you drop one of these games, this Chargers, a Bears game, like they could easily get 1 game back and be there at the end of the season when you play 2 games versus them. So that's why I think this game Monday is like that important, to where if you lose it, all right, now it's like, okay, we're actually fighting for a division. Some people were saying it was locked up. Now you're fighting for it. And then you're sitting there and you're like, okay, you just lost 2 straight and you lost to a team that the Bears just beat. I do think there would be questions for concern at that point for sure. Now, I don't think it's going to happen. We're going to do our score predictions next. I don't think it's going to happen. Nick, if that happened, we're concern level.
My concern level would be at about a 9. This is a game 10 times out of 10. You got to win this game. It would be absolute disaster status in my eyes, and it would take me to the point where this isn't their year. Like, we're a year away. If we lose this game at home on Monday night after coming off a massive loss to the Baltimore Ravens and you don't respond to an inferior Raider team, that's a massive concern if you do not win this game.
Well said. You're selling me a little bit, just how you broke that down. That'd be tough. What about you, Lucas?
Concern?
I mean, it would just kind of confirm to me kind of what Nick says, that as far as Super Bowl contenders, the Detroit Lions would be quote-unquote frauds. Like, they could have even if they lose, they're still going to be a 12-win team at the bare minimum, in my opinion. So that looks like a 12-5 record. You look like you can be a true Super Bowl contender. And any team can once you get in the playoffs. But I just think the city loses a little bit of faith, I think, for sure. Like, they'll be beating up on the other teams at 1 o'clock, and we'll be happy about it. But when the lights are actually back on, I think Lions fans, again, it won't really matter because the team's got to go out there and play, but we're not going to have as much faith for sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same.
Yeah. They better not lose.
Oh.
Hell no. I just got sad thinking about that.
I know. Like, you can feel the energy just... it's a good question.
It's a segment to where we have to ask it. Like, it's one of those things to where we can either be like, we're
not just slappies.
Yeah, we could be slappy, or we could do our jobs and sit up here and say, hey, what happens if this happens? Let's talk about it. Let's be pros here, right? And that's where I kind of, with these questions, I try and think of the other side of things, because people around the NFL, I bet you there's going to be some teams or some analysts and people around the national media who picked the Raiders to go in and beat the Lions on Monday night.
It was a great question, Boone.
Thank you. I might be 5 for 5 now. Haven't missed a free throw yet with those.
Only if Cade could get a few more.
Man, that's all right. We'll move on. We always have the next
We're going to do our predictions when we come back.
Yeah, real quick, before you tell us about
Mark White.
Let me tell you guys about the Woodward and Main show real quick.
Dude, tell them.
Because we haven't gotten to that yet. But Woodward and Main show, our own Matt Broder is on it. It is our Lions Insiders show hosted by Gabrielle D. Phillips, Terry Foster, Detroit legend, and our own Matt Broder. This week, it is not Sunday. It will be Monday morning from 7 to 8 a.m., and it will be Tuesday morning from 7 to 8 a.m. It'll be on game day and the day after game day. Make sure you guys tune in on the Woodward Sports YouTube channel from 7 to 8 a.m. on Monday and Tuesday for that show.
A lot of content those 2 days. Let me now tell you about Mark White Real Estate, because when you're buying or selling real estate, flexibility and control over the sales process is key. So sellers, how would you like the ability to cancel your listing agreement for any reason at any time with no penalty? That's exactly what you can do with the minute-by-minute listing agreement by Mark White & Associates. Looking to buy or sell real estate? Visit markwhitesells.com or call 248-290-8242. Again, that's markwhitesells.com, where flexibility meets success.
Mark White.
Come hang with the Woodward Sports crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays. Join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions!
With money on the line, featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. Try our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Turn up the heat with Bob's Hot Chicken Sandwich. Upgrade those regular fries with our chili cheese fries or loaded baked potato fries. Hit your sweet tooth with funnel cake fries or Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake. Load up on all your favorites today at Big Boy.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions Show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Just in time for football. Glorious! Cannabis is dropping a new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good it's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. It's a gassy, aggressive strain named in the honor of Detroit football. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you are missing out so smooth. Find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% off. Check us out online at www.gloriouscanna.com.
And we are back. It is Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. Appreciate you guys all locking in late on a Friday night. I know you guys are probably pre-game or getting ready to go out, just sitting at home. I don't know what you guys are doing, but welcome back to the show. Hit that like button if you haven't already. It looks like there's a purple rain behind me, which looks pretty sick, actually.
A little Prince action there.
Yeah. Shout out. That was
like
pretty
some
sweet.
grapes, bitches. Darlene Pickett.
I don't know what that means, but
just watch Chappelle's show.
Hey, my name is Booner. That is Broder.
Hello.
We've got Lucas in the TD booth from the Morning Woodward Show. We've got Nick in the sound booth as always. But this is what we're gonna do. I know all the other shows will be Monday, and there'll be a pregame show. We don't have a show, so we're gonna do our score predictions now for Monday Night Football.
Got it.
We're gonna do it really early, so we'll go around the room here. Broder, actually, we'll start with the booths, and then we'll hit you.
The booths. We have names.
You know, you just talked to him about the booths.
Yeah,
a
because
second
we
ago.
can say it. You're not allowed to say it.
I'm in the booth sometimes.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Never been in the booth before.
In Big Boy.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
All right, Nick.
Booner cooking up there.
Thank you, Nick. What do you have here? What's the score prediction? Any big time predictions?
All right, last week I had to do it. I picked the Ravens over the Lions, and it's never, ever happening again.
Thank
the
you.
Lions 42, the Raiders 17. This is going to be an absolute beatdown by your Detroit Lions for a couple reasons. J-Mo is going to get back on track, home turf, Jared Goff in his optimal conditions, absolutely going to ball out. And then with his other running mate from Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs, massive game on the ground and receiving, going to put up 110 total yards, maybe a touchdown or two. Big game from the Bama boys, Jared Goff at Ford Field. It's going to be 42-17 Lions.
I was just about to say, big game from the Bama boys. Nice. Brian Branch, too.
Lucas, what do you have?
You went 42-17, Nick?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go
43-18.
31-10. 31-10. I think Raiders struggle to move the ball down the field. I think maybe they get one either early on or very late in the game. I think just through the second and third quarter, they're not going to be able to do much. And the Lions, they're going to be able to do everything. Big game from Jahmyr Gibbs, big game from Sam Laporta, big game from Amon-Ra St. Brown. Josh Reynolds probably does his thing, gets 2 or 3 catches for 30, 40 yards, maybe even a tutty. I think the Lions just dominate. I think to Booner's point, it's going to be a lot like the Falcons game, but the Falcons have a much better defense. There's going to be more opportunities to score for the Lions.
I love that. I love both those picks.
What are your thoughts here, Broder?
I'm going to go with the Lions victory, and it's going to be 31-16.
Well, how do you get to 16?
A touchdown.
Okay.
And 3 field goals.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be able to move the ball consistently against the Lions.
What was the one score you gave that one time?
Yeah, that was 12. That was because Nick picked 13. I was like, I got to just pick a different number. And
four field goals?
Yeah, math.
That was funny.
Yep. 4 field goals. Yeah, and a safety. Sneaking a couple safeties.
Touchdown, field goal, safety. 12.
Yeah.
What do you think? What are your big predictions? Any breakout players?
I said earlier, Jameson Williams, like Nick. I think this is a game that he's going to break out, just like you said. I do think this game is made for Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta.
Yeah.
So Amon-Ra may have 20 catches for 500 yards.
Yep.
Realistically, he's going to have another 8 or 9 for another 100.
His props always hit.
Congratulations, you
Free
just got
picks.
Amon-Ra St. Clown.
Take Amon-Ra's overs.
Yes.
Every week.
Yeah. Sam Laporta versus Michael Mayer. He's got a little rookie bat. No, I'm not saying to compare them. Okay. I'm just saying got a little battle. Everyone thought Michael Mayer was going to be the better tight end coming in the league. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry.
Sure.
Thank you.
I'm going to go. Obviously, I'm going to pick the Lions to win. I think it's similar to like Lucas when I was saying the Falcons. I'm going to go the Detroit Lions beat the Las Vegas Raiders.
Beat them down.
The Raiders, baby. 34-17. They win this game handedly. The Raiders score a touchdown towards the end of the game to get to 17. I think you end up seeing like a touchdown, field goal, and then they score a touchdown in the fourth quarter to try and come back a little, and they're already at 34, and the game's already over. And with that, one of my favorite picks for the game. There's no player props out yet, which I will have some for you on the pregame show, because, listen, we're taking every Jahmyr Gibbs player prop, and we're taking every Sam Laporta player prop. I give out my legacy game all the time. I will have a legacy player, but Booner's best bet of the night on Monday Night Football?
BNL. Everyone's spam BNL.
The Detroit Lions team total over 27.5 points.
Straight cash, homie.
If the Chicago Bears can score 30 points on the Las Vegas Raiders, the Detroit Lions might put up 40 on them. The Detroit Lions would beat them 34-17. The team total over smacks. You're welcome. And then you guys will say, oh, BNL's right. Booner never loses. Brand new Lions. Is there a lot of BNLs in there?
It's coming.
No, there's not.
It's coming. Your skin looks so good on those up close ones.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
My name is Booner. Let me tell you about something. Detroit Lions team total over 27.5. Smacks.
I love that bet, Booner. It's not a chance that thing goes under.
Thank you. Don't jinx me, though.
I'm going to hammer it.
All right. Lucas is over there cooking right now. All right, let's do this. Let's go to break. When we come back, let's hit mailbag. We all have the Lions to win.
Yeah, ask us anything. Literally anything. Football, baseball, anything.
Anything you want.
Personal.
I actually, real quick, World Series stuff. We didn't talk about it.
Oh, it's starting.
It started. Arizona. I believe it's a tie game right now, 3-3.
I saw Carroll triple.
Thing is with that, you guys want to know something? I know on this show I picked the Phillies to originally win. As soon as the Arizona Diamondbacks beat the Phillies, I put in a nice big wager on the Arizona Diamondbacks to win the World Series. So I have a lot of money riding on the Diamondbacks, and they will get the job done. Zach Gallen.
You know what? Let me hit that.
And they're up 5-3! Let's go, boys! I just saw it. Let's go. I've got a lot of money on the World Series, man. When I put my money where my mouth is, man, I'm telling you, I'll do it.
Yeah, no, that's Joy Howard.
Yeah, what about where his mouth was?
Yeah.
Nick, tell us about Academy of Warren. Everyone drop your mailbag questions.
And at the Academy of Warren, they have a brand new state-of-the-art Sports Dome field house. Has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field. Also can be used for 7-on-7 football. With grades K through 8 that features AM and PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, and K through 8 athletics. They are now accepting new enrollment. Go to the academyofwarren.net.
Academy.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. Whether you landscape for your job or landscape for fun, get all your equipment from Outdoor Equip Co., the official equipment provider of Woodward Sports. Michigan grown, family owned. OutdoorEquipCo.com.
Come hang with the Woodward Sports crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays. To join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions!
With money on the line. Featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Come hang with the Woodward Sports crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays. Join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions!
With money on the line. Featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
All right, let's talk about it. It is Outdoor Equip Co. Outdoor Equipment Co. Official equipment provider of the Woodward Sports Network. That is right. It is Michigan grown. It is family owned. Bad boy mowers, tractors, steel handhelds, and even weed whippers. Listen, they have everything. Liberty
Weed
trailers,
whippers.
generic generators, snow X plows, salters. Outdoor Equip Co. has it all. You can buy it, you can rent it, 0% financing, delivery right to your doorstep. OutdoorEquipCo.com. And we are back. It is the final stretch here on the Woodward Sports Network. It is Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. Appreciate you guys all tuning in and locking in all night with us. I know it's a Friday night and you guys are still sticking with us. We really do appreciate that. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's get that up to 75 before the end of this and before the show is over. Maybe even 100 if we can hit it. Let's smack it. But mailbag, baby.
Hit it, smack it, beat it up.
Mailbag.
Wait, first, Nick has a quick little update.
What's up?
There were some crazy stats we hear.
Yeah, so just want to point out a couple players in this one for this big Pistons victory. First of all, Jaden Ivey, 18 points off the bench. That's what we love to see. He's bringing that energy. He's bringing that spark. But the guy I wanted to highlight the most, Jaylen Duren, went 7 for 8 with 17 rebounds, 14 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, and 3 assists. And that assist number is so big because I think he can flirt with potential all-star this season. He comps to Bam Adebayo, and in his 3rd season in the NBA, he put up 16 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal. I think Jaylen Duren's going to flirt with those numbers this year, and Bam made the All-Star game that year.
Wow.
In his 3rd season. So
Love that.
Jaylen Duren, watch out for it. Shout out Jaylen Duren, shout out Troy Weaver. We're coming for you.
All right.
With the forensics. The forensics. I love it.
All right, let's do it. Mailbag. First one here.
Hit it.
Jack Harrington.
Hit it.
Thoughts on this pick? Georgia beats Florida tomorrow by 14, and Oregon upsets Utah. I think Georgia does win.
Yeah.
Beat Florida pretty bad. I don't know. I'm not big. Jeez. I'm not.
Yes.
You all right over there?
I didn't think it would be that loud.
Gosh, man. I thought you busted a tooth. I think Georgia wins by a lot tomorrow. I think it's like a little bounce back. They want to prove something. I think Oregon wins. I know Utah at home, they don't lose, but Oregon, I do think Oregon wins this game, and they're going to win out and have a chance to go to the college football playoffs.
Going up against my Utes?
Your Utes. You have every team.
Oh, stop it. I have Utah and Oklahoma because they play against Texas.
Like you're my grandma. Like, oh, stop it. Come on, bro.
I like it. I like you, Nick.
Yeah.
ATN RC1422 mailbag. If the Bengals win this week against the 49ers, could you see them being a true contender going forward?
They're a true contender.
I'm going to go with the hard yes.
Yes, they're a contender.
That'd just be the icing on the cake beating a team like the 49ers. Right below it, Jordan Schaefer. I'll throw this to you, Booner.
Yep.
Mailbag, will Joe Davis be the next Tigers TV announcer, or is there someone else you have in mind?
Joe Davis. Who's Joe Davis?
He replaced Vin Scully, I believe, in Chicago, but I think we're both under the Dan Hasty.
Oh, Dan Hasty's getting it for sure. Shout out to him. And as soon as he gets it, he's coming on our show. I never mess. I'll reach out to him.
Yeah,
I forgot to.
How about this?
He'll get it.
Colin Scarborough in mailbag. Should I start Tua or Goff in fantasy?
Goff this week. Bounce back game. He's going to go nuts.
They're going to be using Gibbs out of the back.
Yeah, I don't even care.
Oh my God. Bill Belichick's second.
They should have lost last time.
Do you remember what they did against Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, do you remember the first Miami Patriots game? Christian Gonzalez to interception. I
do remember he's injured too, and he's not going to be playing.
But
they still got Jack Jones.
They know what they're
Jonathan
doing.
Jones.
Facts. Hey,
Bill Belichick knows what he's doing.
4 touchdowns, 300 yards incoming for Goff. Start him.
How about this? Jesse Adams, he's got a little, I think it's a parlay. 31-14 Lions win. Goff has over 2+ touchdowns. St. Brown has over 80+ yards, and Gibbs Laporta both get titties. Hutch has a sack and a forced fumble, and Kirby gets a pick. Boom.
Let him cook.
Let him cook. Steve Wilds, mailbag. When will you get a
female? Yeah, I read that.
That's
I didn't
got to
say it out
read that
loud.
one through first.
Yeah, I did it. We already have a female on the show. We today, Lucas.
Oh, hey, that's
Watch
mean.
him out.
I'm
I'm
just
about to
kidding.
walk out the TD booth
I
right
love
now.
Lucas.
That's mean. He's helping us.
Lucas is me and Lucas. We have a good.
How about that Shane
relationship.
Daniel mailbag? Would you be
Speak for
satisfied
yourself.
with a 20-6
Trouble in
win,
paradise
but we
now,
dominate like we did against the Falcons? I for sure would.
Yes.
I want to see more points, but if it's a dominant 26 win, let's go. I want to see that defense actually stop a team now.
Will the Lions trade Steve Wilds? Will the Lions trade for a wide receiver? This is you, Broder, because I don't think so. This is a you question.
I don't think so too, but I wouldn't mind seeing it. He's a little expensive, but I actually like Hunter Renfrow.
Oh, dude, that's such a Broder trade.
It is.
What does that close the gap for you? Does that move the needle, Broder? A little Hunter Renfrow?
Oh,
maybe not.
Sebastian.
I prefer Rondale Moore from Arizona, but
Sebastian.
What?
Detroit basketball.
What happened?
That's all he said. He said Detroit basketball.
Oh,
sorry. I just wanted to read it.
It's Sebastian.
I can't wait to be in. Wait to be in LCA tomorrow when the Pistons win at the end of the game.
Boys are gonna
that
be
happens. The Detroit basketball. I can't wait.
Boys are gonna be buzzing downtown.
I got a phone call or a message from my ticket guy. So I got rid of the season tickets this year, but he messaged me. I might do a plan.
I'm gonna shout out my rep. She just
might
left.
do
Shout
it.
out Sarah. She
She
left.
was my old.
Yeah, she's
Sarah.
the best.
I'm not gonna say last name.
Yeah,
Almost did. Don't say it.
Sarah was the best.
She was my
Shout
rep
out.
at
She
first.
just
Now I got a
stopped.
new guy. I think Jamal.
She just
is my
stopped.
guy. You might have got Jamal as well.
Hope so.
I got the same guy. All right. Let's move on. Let's
Give
do
me
a
the
couple
last
more.
one. I need the last one. Let's find one more before it.
I want to find a really good one. Freddie, most embarrassing Lion jerseys you've ever worn. I had a Scott Mitchell back in the day. I'll tell you guys this. This is kind of a fun fact on my end. I don't have a lot of jerseys. I've had one jersey. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on who it is.
Describe him.
Trey Flowers. That's the only Lions jersey I've ever had is Trey Flowers, and I rock it still. Last year, wore it every single time they won, so I kept wearing it.
Ew.
Sorry.
I would say Hawkinson's kind of embarrassing.
Do you have a Hawk jersey?
It was a T-shirt jersey, and
God!
I got like this weird. I got this weird
That doesn't
rash
count.
after buying it. Like
That doesn't
it was
count.
horrible.
Jerseys are just weird.
It was
I have a
horrible.
Jared
It
Goff
was
T-shirt
doomed.
jersey.
It
I
was
wear that
doomed.
every win.
Am I the only one who cringes at T-shirt jerseys? Like I'm not like making fun of you wear it or like
Right.
telling you not to buy it, but
Just depends
I
if you're
have two
balling
of
on
them.
a
Why
budget.
don't you
I
sit
think.
down over there, Lucas?
I already am sitting
Did
down.
you have any?
Idiot. Why did
Stand up then, huh?
Do you have any embarrassing jerseys?
Shout out to the ad
no.
Dispo.
I have a Darius Slay one still, but
That's not embarrassing. That's a great
one.
jersey.
yeah.
All right,
I only-
No. Yeah, let me go last. Mike Hilton. Shout out to my brothers in the hospital, Broder. He could use that magic Broder energy. Let's go,
give it
Mike
to
Hilton.
him.
We're praying for him.
We
We're
are
thinking about
prayers.
him.
Shout
We're thinking
out,
about you
man.
and your family. I hope he's doing okay.
For real.
And I hope he makes a quick
appreciate you
recovery.
turning in as well, Mike.
Yeah, we appreciate you. You're an OG.
For sure.
You're a big part of the show, as is everybody in this chat. If everyone could wish Mike Hilton's brother best wishes, get better soon. Mike, we're thinking about you, man.
Yes, we are. We appreciate you guys all tuning in to Woodward Nights. Listen, this is the last show until the game, the last show until the trade deadline's over. The next time we see you, the Detroit Lions will be 6-2. They'll have Chase Young, they'll have a receiver, they'll have another corner, and Brad Holmes will have cooked, and they're on the bye week.
Marcus
So we will
Peters.
see you guys on Tuesday. Make sure you guys tune in Monday all day. Pre-game shows, Woodward and Maine at 7 a.m. Tune into all of that. Love you guys. See you guys Monday.
Toodles, my
or
G's.
Tuesday.
Prayers, Mike.